And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, from Fireman's Park in Columbus. Daily Dodge TV presents the high school football game of the week. And tonight we've got a dandy of a matchup for you in the Capital Conference. Two conference contenders getting set to do battle. The Watertown Luther Prep Phoenix are in town to take on the homestanding Columbus Cardinals. Hi, everybody. It's Mike Tronson with you at the football field. I'm joined by my good friend and partner, Tim Haldeman, and Anthony Kinsey is our videographer and engineer for tonight's video stream. And this game here on Daily Dodge TV is brought to you by our presenting video sponsor, Columbus Family Dental. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Pine Hills Trucking, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance Agent, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Landmark Credit Union, the Manufacturers Business Alliance, Ergo Bank supporting local athletes, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, and Horicon Bank. Welcome into the broadcast, everyone, on this windy and somewhat rainy evening for football. A little bit of light rain and a very strong wind right now here at Fireman's Park in Columbus. And Tim, just as we were going on the air, you probably uttered the sentiment that a lot of people are thinking right now, is that the ball is likely to stay on the ground in these types of conditions.
Well, Mike, even if you're an NFL team, you're going to have difficulty in this kind of wind. This is a real swirling wind. I just watched the trees out there across the home plate area of the baseball diamond, and the trees are just going every direction. And I mean, it's upwards of 20 miles an hour, and I don't think it's going to decrease throughout the game, as there's a front coming through this evening, and we just got that in from our craft meteorologist, by the way. All right, and so yeah, it's advantageous to that team that likes to keep it close to the vest, and both of these clubs is their forte anyway, Mike. So I don't think either one of these clubs are going to be taken out of their game plan, very honestly.
Well, as I said, this should be a heck of a matchup. First of all, Columbus, they're coming off a week in which they did not play. The Cardinals last week, unfortunately, due to health and safety protocol, had to forfeit their home game against Bigfoot. And so the Cardinals have not played since a 54-7 victory against Horicon Eustisford 2 weeks ago on September 10th. Columbus is 4-1 overall and 2-1 officially in Capital Conference play. Same can be said for Watertown Luther Prep. Luther Prep is 4-1 overall. Their only loss was to Lake Mills 2 weeks ago by 1 point, 21-20. The Phoenix are also 2-1 in conference play. And one thing that jumps out at me right away, Tim, because this is our first look this season at these two teams, but the thing that jumps out at me right away, both of these teams can play defense. Watertown Luther Prep allows, on average, less than 10 points a game, 9.8 through their first 5. They have not allowed more than 8 points in any game, with the exception of the loss to Lake Mills. Meanwhile, Columbus, they have 2 shutouts this season on their resume. You know how many points they have allowed in the first 4 games this season? They allow 3.25 a game. Something's got to give here tonight, because both these teams, boy, are really good at stopping the opponent.
Well, and there's some big boys out there playing as well, Mike, and taking a look at the stats, something I always enjoy taking a look at, is the weight of the front 5 offensively for these clubs. Fairly even, to be very honest. Columbus at 224 pounds, whereas the Phoenix come in at 217. So not a huge advantage there, but as we always know, and we probably say this every week, but it's so true, it's always one in the trenches, and especially when you're going to have to do it on the ground and through the rushing game, Mike. And the big boys up front are going to have to start clearing some holes. And if the rain were to continue, needless to say, turnovers always an obstacle for an offensive team. And that team that can come up big and make a couple big hits and come up with a fumble and maybe a scoop at a score can really change the complexion of a high school football game in a real hurry.
Well, as we know, weather tends to be the great equalizer. And now the rain, so I'm told, is not supposed to continue through the entire game. They're thinking by maybe halftime or a little sooner that the rain will have dissipated. Now the wind is maybe another story here, and we were talking about that, and I'm looking at those flags out beyond the behind the home plate of the baseball diamond there, and they're flapping in the wind pretty good right now. It appears to be, as we're looking at the field here, blowing from left to right primarily. So one team's going to be going into the wind, the other team's going to have the wind at their back, and so that could certainly come into play, how that factors out, and field position and whatnot.
Oh, without a doubt. And, when you talk turnovers, Mike, it's probably doubtful that you're going to see a whole lot of interceptions, because I don't think either team is probably going to throw over 7 or 8 passes. And to throw the ball downfield is going to be a rather difficult thing in this extremely swirling wind. So once again, the battle of the trenches, some turnovers and that type of thing, huge in this ball game tonight.
Tell you what we'll do. Let's right now step aside for a timeout. We'll come back with more of our pregame programming, including tonight's starting lineups and, of course, the opening kickoff coming up at the top of the hour. It's Columbus taking on Watertown Luther Prep on Daily Dodge TV. We're back in 2 minutes.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
The local lenders at Horicon Bank are truly bankers who care about you and their community. After all, they live and work right here. For 125 years, Horicon Bank has been invested in the community, helping support a strong local economy. So if you're looking for a loan, checking account, or convenient mobile banking, stop in and meet with your local Horicon banker today. Horicon Bank, the natural choice for local lending. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID number 434805.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb. This world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all area athletes. While at home watching or listening to your favorite sports team, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas in stock and ready for prompt delivery. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Back with you once again at Fireman's Park in Columbus. We're just minutes away from kickoff of our high school football game of the week, Capital Conference football. Tonight, a pair of 4-1 squads as Columbus will host Watertown Luther Prep. Big game. Well, they're all big when you only play 9 of them, but this one is certainly big as far as the not only the conference implications, but potential playoff seeding down the road. We're looking at the Capital Conference standings coming into tonight's action. Lodi is at 3-0, so the Blue Devils are alone in first place. They're 5-0 on the season, 3-0 in the conference. Then you have a logjam of 4 teams all tied at second place at 2-1 records. That includes these 2 squads, Columbus and Luther Prep. You can also throw in Lakeside Lutheran and Lake Mills. So no doubt this is a big game. And of course, Columbus, I mean, it doesn't get any easier next week. You've got Luther Prep tonight. Next week, you go on the road to Lodi to play the conference leaders. So these are big, big showdowns the next couple of weeks for the Cardinals. And as I said, they're coming off the forfeit last week, so they have not played in 2 weeks. So you'd think they'd be fresh, hopefully. And in fact, I talked to both coaches this week. Talked to head coach Andy Selgrad of Columbus. I talked to Justin Gregorius of Luther Prep. Both teams, for the most part, are relatively healthy at this point. Probably about as healthy as they maybe have been all season. So that's a good thing here as you start to head down the stretch and, with the games get bigger and bigger.
Mike, you name off all of those clubs, Lake Mills, Lakeside, Luther Prep, Columbus. I forget who I forgot. But there's 5 of them, like you said. Those are good football teams.
Yes, they are.
I mean, to tell you, I talked to a guy last night, a friend of mine whose kids play at Lakeside, and they just lost to Lake Mills by, I want to say, a point or something last week or a couple weeks ago, whenever it was. And Lodi, I don't think Lodi is quite the state qualifier, like they were back a number of years ago. They don't just quite seem to have the same type of players.
They're still a solid program.
Without a doubt, and who's to say that they may not get better as the season goes on? Any one of these teams can get better, all of a sudden something clicks, or, one or two of them have a significant injury in a difficult area of the squad that they're not very deep in, and hey, things can change in a real hurry. But next week, Mike, I don't know if you know this or not, but Lodi has turf now. Did you know that?
I knew that. Yep.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah, and it's about time because their field was horrible.
Good for them.
Columbus's field is just a whole lot better than Lodi's. Holy smokes! I mean, to tell you, you and I have gone over there a number of times, and it hasn't even been wet. And those poor kids were just out there slipping and sliding. So
yeah, Columbus will be at Lodi next week. Luther Prep's got a big game against Lakeside Lutheran next week at Luther Prep. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun here over the next couple of weeks, watching how these conference games play out. That is for sure. Next week, you and I, Tim, are going to be going to Marshall. Believe it or not, we're going to get our first look at the Marshall Cardinals as they will host Cambridge next Friday night. And we'll get a chance to see our friends down there from a little further down Highway 73. And that'll be a 7 o'clock kick next week with our pregame show starting as per usual around 6:40.
Well, I got a little preview of them last week, Mike, with the fact that you and I were off last week. I went to the Waterloo-Marshall football game, and boy, I want to tell you, that was a really good high school football game. It ended up 15-14. Marshall, each squad scored 2 touchdowns, and Waterloo scored 1 2-point conversion. They were held on their last and with an opportunity to go ahead. And very honestly, Waterloo probably dominated the stats, but Marshall came up the victor.
Tell you what we'll do. We're going to step aside for another timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups and the opening kick for you next. This is the high school football game of the week. It's Columbus taking on Watertown Luther Prep, and you're watching it exclusively on Daily Dodge TV.
Did you know that we offer Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for doing things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card, setting up a direct deposit, and taking an e-statement. Every month is a new chance to qualify, and there's no penalty if you miss. Ask for Kasasa today. Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Please contact us for details.
Ergo Bank, a proud supporter of local athletics.
The local lenders at Horicon Bank are truly bankers who care about you and their community. After all, they live and work right here. For 125 years, Horicon Bank has been invested in the community, helping support a strong local economy. So if you're looking for a loan, checking account, or convenient mobile banking, stop in and meet with your local Horicon banker today. Horicon Bank, the natural choice for local lending. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID number 434805.
When you begin a career in manufacturing, there's plenty of chances to move up the ladder. Just ask Jared from EK Machine in Fall River.
There's lots of opportunity to advance in your career, different departments. They definitely promote from within, in-house, so it gives people to kind of work their way up through the ranks from just maybe a general laborer to a lead position or even a supervisor role.
Explore the many career opportunities in manufacturing by stopping in at Moraine Park Technical College or visiting DodgeRegionMBA.org.
Pine Hills Trucking is hiring, and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, is taking a different approach. He wants to know what you would like to get paid. If you've been looking for a career where you're appreciated and treated well, where your equipment is top of the line and well cared for, and you're a good worker, this is your chance to build your future. Call Bob today at 920-887-8337 and have a conversation with him. Tell him what you need in your career. That's 920-887-8337.
And it's time now for tonight's starting lineups. First, the offensive starters for head coach Justin Gregorius and the Phoenix of Watertown Luther Prep. The quarterback is Marcus Fitzsimmons, a 6'3", 195-pound senior. At fullback, Chewy Medina, 5'10" junior, 200 pounds. Running back is Josiah Moore, a senior at 175 pounds, 5 feet 8 inches tall. The tight end is Jeremiah Stanton, a 6'1", 165-pound senior. Receivers include Thomas Colpine, 6'3", 190-pound senior, and Judd Guzzi, 6'1", 165 and a senior. Looking at the offensive line, the tackles are Saul Glendy, 6'3", 190-pound junior, along with Drew Esme, 6'6", 200-pound senior. The guards are Ty Treptow, a 225-pound junior at 5 feet 10 inches tall, and Joey Olson, 6 feet tall, 225 and a junior. At center is Tim Manning. He is a 6'3" senior, 245-pounder. Now the defensive starters for head coach Andy Selgrad and your Columbus Cardinals. The Cardinals on defense, the nose tackle is Colin Selk, a junior, 6'4", 260. Defensive ends are Brady Engel, 6'3", 220 and a junior, along with Eddie Rolke, 5'8", 220-pound senior. Linebackers, outside linebackers, Jefferson Mowbray, a sophomore, 6'2", 165, along with Andrew Pfeffer, a 6-foot senior at 190 pounds. Inside linebackers are Milani Aragon, a junior at 5'10", 190, and Colton Brunel, a 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. Meanwhile, the secondary looks this way. The cornerbacks are Aaron Eckern, a junior at 6 feet 155, and Mason Carthew, a senior, 6'4", 205. At safety, it's Brady Link, a 5'9", 180-pound sophomore, and Ty Cowell, a junior at 5'7", 150. Those are your defensive starters for Andy Selgrad, who took over the Columbus football program earlier this year. This is his first season at the helm. Of course, he was an assistant coach formerly at Fond du Lac High School and spent time at Fond du Lac and also at St. Mary Springs for quite a few years. Had a chance to talk with him. And here's something that you probably didn't know, Tim Haldeman. Andy Selgrad and myself are neighbors. He lives a couple houses down from me. Can you believe that?
That is trivial information.
That is trivial information. Probably something you didn't want to know, but now you do.
How about that?
So
I did not know that.
Are you going to be okay with the lights off in here, Tim? They just turned the light. It might be. Well, we'll try, I guess.
Yeah, I can't see my paper.
Okay. Well,
there's no way I can see my paper.
We might.
may not
There we
have
go. Hey,
stats.
they're bringing you help, Tim.
Oh,
they're bringing you
beautiful.
help. Luther Prep is going to receive the opening kick in this game tonight. Columbus won. Yeah, we're going to plug it in first, Tim. The Phoenix are going to receive. Columbus won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and so it's going to be the visitors with football. There you go. Look at that. Lights on the stat sheets. We love it.
Downtown.
Oh, my goodness. And in this first quarter of play, as you see it on your video screen, the Phoenix will go left to right on offense. Columbus will move right to left. And rain, well, if it's doing anything out there right now, I can hardly tell. So that breeze still blowing, but it isn't too bad.
That's because you're inside and those guys are outside.
Well, that's very true.
Yeah. The temperature has dropped significantly in a very short time. temperature's not the problem. It's the wind that's the problem at the moment.
So it's going to be Corbin Hines to kick it away for Columbus. And back deep for the Phoenix, Jude Lorenz, a 150-pound junior. Interesting, Columbus has only 6 seniors on their roster. They're a young team. They don't play like it. Meanwhile, Luther Prep's loaded with seniors. So Hines ready to kick it away. We're ready to get this game underway. Glad you're with us on Daily Dodge TV for the game of the week. Here's the approach. Kicks in the air. Lower kick fielded at about the 24 to the 25 and hit hard and taken down. That was one of the upmen that got out to about the 30-yard line. And let's see, on the return for Luther Prep was Parker Winghart, a 185-pound junior, as he caught it in midair, and a short return and pretty decent starting field position for Luther Prep. Phoenix have it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. And on this 1st and 10 play, they'll put single receivers left and right, split backfield behind the quarterback Fitzsimmons, who surveys the defense on this 1st and 10 play. Takes the snap, goes back, hands it off. That's the tailback, straight ahead, short gain. Straight ahead running up to about the 33-yard line. That was Josiah Moore. And Colton Brunell helps out on the stop for Columbus, but it's a gain of a couple. We'll call it a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 coming up for Luther Prep from their own 33-yard line, just underway at Fireman's Park in Columbus. Mike Tronson, Tim Hallman with you. Anthony Kinsey is here, our videographer and engineer. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 8. Luther Prep on their own 33. Fitzsimmons again under center, turns around the toss, and that is Moore coming into the near side, 30-35, and he's rushed out of bounds after crossing the 35 at about the 37. Mason Carthew drove him out of bounds on that play. Let's see, that's a gain of close to 6 on the play. Tim Haldeman, they're going to mark it around the 38-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd and a little less than 3. 3rd and long 2 or a short 3, you take your pick. And we are not even a minute into this ball game. We're 53 seconds in. No score as of yet. Luther Prep on offense. Faced with a 3rd down and roughly 3 to go. So on this 3rd and 3 play, now we have whistles. And we have, what do we have? Timeout? Timeout has been called by the Phoenix. So early, less than a minute into the game, they burn their first timeout. And this timeout is brought to you by Reed Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Hey, during the broadcast tonight, why don't you send us an email? sports@dailydodge.com. sports@dailydodge.com. Send me an email. I'll be happy to give you a shout out. Send me your name and where you're from and who you're cheering for. And in the subject line, would you please put either Columbus or Luther Prep? I don't care, but please put Columbus or Luther Prep in the subject line and send that to sports@dailydodge.com. Again, we'll take your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and we'll be happy to give you a shout out on the broadcast tonight.
One thing I've noticed in the 2 offensive plays, Mike, they're attacking the Columbus left defensive side.
Yep.
So now they're in I formation this time.
On 3rd and 3, it's I formation for the Phoenix. Hand up to the fullback. Medina breaks the tackle, gets the first down, breaks another tackle, 45, 50, up the middle and down to the 45 of Columbus. Chewy Medina, the fullback, finally brought down by Andrew Pfeffer, but it's a 1st down and more all the way to the Columbus 45-yard line. That's tough running, and he broke at least 2 tackles, maybe 3 on the play.
17-yard gain on the play and a saving defensive tackle prevented the touchdown because at the point of attack he was, he probably had 1st down, but then he, like you said, Mike, eluded a couple of would-be tacklers, showing some real nifty moves with his feet. That kid can play.
1st and 10 for the Phoenix at the Columbus 45-yard line. Split backs behind Fitzsimmons, who's under center. And he hands it off to Moore. Left side he goes, 45, inside the 40, breaks a tackle, down inside the 35 to about the 33. Josiah Moore that time picks up a 1st down and more. And Milani Aragon on the stop for Columbus, but It's a fresh set of downs once again for Luther Prep as they got the ball now at the 34-yard line of Columbus, and that's an 11-yard pickup that time.
Well, if you're the defensive coach for Columbus, you might just want to pick up on more. 4 carries for 35 yards.
Think he's going to be a focal point tonight?
I would venture to guess.
On 1st and 10 for the Phoenix from the Cardinal 34. Hand off to Medina. Straight up the middle. That time he gets tripped up after a gain of only a couple. So I can see a nice 1-2 punch here, Tim Halden. You've got Moore, you've got Medina. Both are very capable. That is a pickup of 2 yards to the 32-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down and 8 now for the Phoenix. Clock is running. 9:33 to go. Opening period of play. No score as of yet. Columbus hasn't even touched the ball yet.
Moore at 5'8", 175, and Medina at 5'10", 200. Well, you know which one's going to get the tough yards up the middle.
Absolutely. I formation and the handoff. This is Moore. Right side he goes. Gets tripped up near the line of scrimmage. Actually picked up, let's see.
He got a couple.
He got a couple, but it was not much. Good defense that time. Good pursuit by Columbus. They mark it right at the 30. Picked up another 2 yards. So we're going to call it a 3rd down and 6 for the Phoenix. Luther Prep with the ball on the Columbus 30-yard line. Just under 9 minutes remaining in the opening period.
No doubt 4-down territory here, Mike, and we'll just see if they keep it close to the vest. Wouldn't be too surprised if they would. Running game has been very good to them thus far.
And the nice thing for Luther Prep, at least in this quarter, they've got the wind at their back. If they do decide to put it in the air, but probably not too much. Back to throw. Well, look at this. This is Fitzsimmons throwing. Incomplete as he wanted to hit Thomas Colpine out on the far side of the field, the 6'3" senior. And he had a little room out there, but not able to come up with that one. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 6. As you mentioned, Tim, this is 4-down territory here. You're not going to punt in this situation, and most teams would probably not have a kicker to attempt a field goal.
Fitzsimmons is going to kick himself for that one.
He had him
he
too.
He just didn't set his feet. His feet were horrendous, to be very honest. And you just got to set your feet and relax. And, you know, I understand it was the first throw of the night, but it was just a little flip. Toss it up in the air. Give your receiver an opportunity to catch the ball.
Absolutely. And on 4th down, here's Fitzsimmons rolling, throwing. It is caught by Colpine at the 20, breaks a tackle, 15, and he is out of bounds on the far side of the field, but he's got a 1st down. And let's see where they're going to mark it here at the
16.
16 would appear.
14-yard
Yep, at a 14-yard pickup on a 4th and 6, and they get the 1st down. Hey, we've got our first email of the night here. This says, go Brady Link, number 2 from Columbus, from John, Jamie, and Lutter Klein. How about that? Sending us an email. We appreciate that. Thanks to the Kleins for checking in on the broadcast tonight.
Tell John that
we got another one here, too.
Tell John I hit his house on my drive on number 10 the other day. That dent in his house is from me.
Quick throw to the near side, caught by Colpine, and he will get taken down at about the, 20. He's going to lose yardage on this play. Eckern was there on the stop for Columbus. Got an email here from our good friend Joe Zander, Columbus legend, former Fall River Rio coach. Says, hello to the best announcers around. Well, I don't know. He must be listening to a different game. Joe Zander says, I heard Tim is a better golfer than Mike. This is true. It's not even close. Keep up the great work, guys. Let's go Sebas, he says. That's from Joe Zander. Joe, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'll tell you what, if I want a drive and a scramble right down the middle, I'll take Mike Tronson every time.
That's true. I do
it
hit
might
him
be
fairly
160
straight.
yards, but
it's
that's
straight.
acceptable.
Exactly. All right, here we go on the next offering. Oh, that play is blown dead before it even started. And what do we got? Too much time? Yeah. Delay a game. Again, if you want to send us an email on the broadcast tonight like Joe did, like the Kleins did, send it to sports@dailydodge.com. Sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for, and like I said, in the subject line, put Columbus or you can put Luther Prep. Just so I know, because I'm using the same email as our other game broadcasters are using on a different one tonight. Here we go. 2nd and 21 from 27. Fitzsimmons wants to throw, dumps it off. It's caught and taken down for a big loss back at the 31. The catch was made by Josiah Moore, but he was taken down for a big loss. This is all of a sudden going the wrong way for the Phoenix. And it's going to be third and a country mile for Watertown Luther Prep. The ball back at the 31-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, big number 77 for Luther Prep. That's Joey Olson was out there. He had to make one block, and he didn't do it. And, wow, well, credit the defense, but, boy, oh, mister, that one could have gone. So remember that one for later.
On third down, Fitzsimmons fakes the handoff, looking to throw.
He's got
Pressure
him.
coming. He's going to escape it. And he's inside the 25, breaks the tackle inside the 20, still on his feet, down to the 15. Oh, my goodness, I thought Columbus had him dead to rights. But he broke a couple of tackles, very elusive. Great run, running for his life, basically. And it's going to bring up a fourth down and about 9. So,
well, it's
my
manageable.
goodness, it's manageable,
That's the thing,
absolutely.
it's manageable. Well, I'll tell you what, credit the defensive left front and the linebacker on the left side, because they put on the pressure initially. He had a guy on a deep out that had 2 steps easily on his defender, but he just didn't have time to set his feet and throw the football. Did a great job escaping the pocket and getting some plus
yardage. 4th and 9 for Luther Prep from the Columbus 15. Throw to the end zone. It is incomplete. Not a chance on that one. You are correct. It was intended for Cole Peen in the right corner of the end zone. Carthew was in coverage, but look at this. The Columbus defense, we talked about both of these teams, how good they are defensively. The defense holds, and the ball will go over on downs to the Cardinals. They're going to have it 1st and 10 on their own 15-yard line with 5:44 remaining in a scoreless first quarter. We've got another email coming here, more of them here to get to. This one says, watching from Fort Myers, Florida. Go Knicks, go number 75. Thanks for sharing the game. That's from Allie Manning, cheering for Luther Prep tonight from Florida. And on first down, Columbus will keep it on the ground as they go into this wind, and not much happening there. Gain of only a couple. I'm trying to see who had the ball. Lost him in the pile. It was Brunel. So Colton Brunel with a short pickup of 1.5 yards, maybe 2. Second and 8. Cardinals have it at their own 17, moving right to left. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side of the field. And the quarterback, Cotter, hands it off. Brunel again trying to bounce to the near side, and he cannot get to the outside and turn the corner. He's taken down after a pickup of maybe only 1 yard or so.
That play, Mike, just didn't have real good sync to it.
Nope.
The timing, the snap, and, oh, man, it just didn't look good right from the get-go. Speaking of 75, Mike, he's limping off. And
yes, he is.
The folks in Fort Myers aren't going to be really happy about that.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay.
Ooh, that looks pretty serious. It looks like an ankle.
Oh, boy, yeah, he is hopping over to the bench area there. Got another email here. This is from Troy. Troy Kehoe says, go Cards and go Brady Link. Checking in. Thank you very much. Let's see here. This says, hey, Mike and Tim, we're watching Beaver Dam football from Lake Mills. Go number 22 from Mel Drager. They're not watching our game? What's going on here? Anyways, here we go on third down.
Bad snap,
and,
low snap.
This Link is going to throw, actually, and it's caught and taken down right near the sticks. And now Luther Prep saying they've got the football, and now the official signal, it's Phoenix football.
Wow, they stopped that just 1 yard short of the first down.
Carthew caught the pass from Link and then apparently lost the football, and Luther Prep recovers deep in Columbus territory. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for Luther Prep at the 25-yard line of Columbus. Wow, what a turn of events. And I never saw a ball come out.
No, we couldn't see it.
We couldn't see it from our angle. And that is a huge turnover early here. And now it's 1st and 10 for the Phoenix from the Cardinal 25. Backs in the I formation. Fitzsimmons handed off. Moore straight ahead. Gets hit as he goes up the middle. Gets inside the 25. to about the 23, maybe the 22. It'll be 2nd and 7 coming up. They'll mark it at the 22 after a gain of 3. Clock running. 4 minutes and change left to go, first quarter. We have no score as of yet here at Fireman's Park in Columbus, but right now the Phoenix in business. They've got the ball deep in Columbus territory. 2nd down and 7 from the 22 of the Cardinals. They motion a man. That's Colpeen coming to the near side. I formation. Hand off to the fullback, Medina, straight ahead, dragging the pile down to about the 20, maybe the 19. We'll see where they put it. They mark it right at the 20, so it's a gain of about 2, and it's going to set up a 3rd and 5 for Luther Prep. Right on that 20-yard line. So the ball now, I guess we could say, officially say in the red zone, are the Phoenix. 3rd and 5, Luther Prep from the Columbus 20. And they motion Colpeen to the left. Fitzsimmons takes the snap. The toss goes to Moore. Right side, 25, 20, and he's ushered out of bounds on the near sideline. Good pursuit. That was Link. Brady Link, the sophomore safety, ushered him out of bounds, and it's actually a loss on the play of a couple. Good pursuit by Link. And it will set up now a 4th down and about 7, maybe 8 yards to go. They mark it back around the 23. So we'll call it 4th and a little more than 7 to go.
Once again, they're just pounding that defensive left side.
Yes, they have
Columbus, just time after time after time.
On 4th and 7 for Luther Prep from the 23 of Columbus. Split backs behind Fitzsimmons. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Rolling to the left side.
Blitz.
Throws. It is incomplete. He wanted to hit Colpeen out around the 10-yard line, but it sails on him a little bit. He was throwing on the run, and for the second time, the ball goes over on downs to Columbus, so the turnover, at least for now, has not hurt the Cardinals as they'll take over again deep in their own end. 1st and 10 for Columbus on their own 23-yard line, and we have 2:05 remaining in this first quarter of play. Mike Tronson, Tim Alderman here on Daily Dodge TV. Again, send us an email to sports@dailydodge.com. We'll get to more of those emails as time permits. On 1st and 10 for the Cardinals, split backfield, and they snap it back and straight ahead running. What do we got here? This was Pfeffer on the carry. Andrew Pfeffer, 6 feet tall, 190-pound senior, one of the few seniors on this roster, and he picked up close to 4 on the play. 3 maybe? 4? Tough to tell.
We'll give him 4.
We're very generous here. 2nd and about 6. A long 6. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, low snap, dugout, and the handoff. And this is Brunell, right side. He's to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and he's pushed out of bounds on the far side. Brunell off the right side. Big gainer for Columbus. Takes it into Luther Prep territory. Brunell all the way down to about the 45-yard line, just inside the 45 of the Phoenix.
18-yard gain on the play, and it all started out, Mike, with another low snap.
Yes.
And that's the 2nd time tonight, and they're going to have to clean that one up in a real hurry. There's going to be a disaster in the Columbus backfield.
Yeah, credit the quarterback, Nathan Cotter, for handling that low snap. He's out of the pistol, takes another low snap in the toss. This is Link coming to the near side, 40, inside the 40, breaks the tackle, bounces to the outside, and he's taken down finally inbounds on the near side of the field. The tackle was made by Marcus Winkle, the linebacker. But that was a pretty impressive run there, and a good one on 1st down for Link as he picks up 6, almost 7 on the play. We're going to call it 2nd down from the 37-yard line.
We'll give him 7.
Yeah, I'd give him a solid 7 on that one. 2nd and a little more than 3 to go. Cardinals now in Phoenix territory. 2nd and about 3 from the Phoenix 37. Motion man, that's Eckern. Handoff goes to Brunell, straight ahead inside the 35, breaks the tackle, 30, lowers the shoulder, spin move to the 20, still on his feet, 15, down near the 10-yard line. Oh, what a run that was for Brunel. He broke at least a couple of tackles, used a great spin move, and now we've got a flag down on the near side of the field. Let's check it out here.
Well, they've already moved the chains, so it almost has to be on the Phoenix.
Let's check it out here.
Where do they place the ball, Mike? You got to help me out. 34.
The
At the
market,
14.
let's see.
That's a 21-yard gain.
Yeah, because it's down, well, I want to say about the 12 maybe?
That was
Brunel.
Brunel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's tough when the ball is at that end of the field. We are at a kind of a disadvantage. The angle we have to see it is not best. They're going to call it the 12-yard. So I was correct. 1st and 10 for Columbus at the Luther Prep 12-yard line. And before the ball is even snapped, the quarter. Yep, the quarter has come to an end. So after 1 here at Fireman's Park in Columbus, it's Columbus nothing, Luther Prep nothing. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
A career in manufacturing can be both enjoyable and rewarding. Tisha has been at Metalcraft in Mayville for 2 decades, and she thoroughly agrees.
We have great insurance here. Our pay is very good here, and you have room to better, your pay with raises and all that. It's just a very good job. It's very family orientated here.
Explore the many career opportunities in manufacturing by stopping in at Moraine Park Technical College or visiting DodgeRegionMBA.org.
What if when you turned on your lights, you got some free electricity? Or if when you drove your car, you earned some points toward your oil change? What if your checking account could be used to pay you something? Well, it can. With Landmark Credit Union's free checking accounts, you can choose to get paid interest on your balance or earn rewards points on your purchases. And there are no hidden fees. Open your choice of free checking accounts online today at landmarkcu.com. Landmark Credit Union. Interest paid in the form of dividends insured by NCUA.
Well, we start the second quarter here at Fireman's Park in Columbus. They switch sides of the field. As we start the second period, Columbus with a 1st down and 10 from the Luther Prep 12-yard line. And the snap back to the quarterback, Cotter, who hands it off, and Brunel straight ahead to the 5. Brunel disappeared in a mass of humanity, but he takes it right around the 5-yard line, which would be a gain. Well, let's see. They mark it back a little bit. Yeah, they marked it actually around the 6.
We're going to give 5.
So, yeah, give him a solid 5.
Brunel now with 5 carries for 48 yards. Thus far on the night, by far the leading ball carrier.
2nd and 5 now with the ball just inside the 7. Split back, I should say the quarterback, Cotter, out of the gun again, takes the snap, hands it to Brunel. Right side, breaks the tackle inside the 5, spins, pushing the pile towards the end zone, and did not get in.
But he's got a 1st down.
He does, yes, because I believe he got inside the 2, and was good enough for a fresh set of downs. And through my binoculars here, Tim Haldeman, the ball is on the 1. It's actually, it's just inside the 1. So that
was Brunel again?
That was Brunel again. 1st and goal from the 1. We are just underway. Opening minute of play, second period, no score as of yet, but Columbus trying to change that. 1st and goal, Columbus on the 1 of Luther Prep. Cotter, the quarterback, out of the gun. Brunel standing to his left. Low snap, keeper, and big hole into the end zone. Touchdown, Columbus. A quarterback keeper. Nathan Cotter takes it in from a yard out. And with 10:46 to go in the half, it's now 6-0 in favor of Columbus.
And time of possession, Mike, has been in favor of the Phoenix the whole game, but credit the Columbus defense coming up big on a couple of stops inside their defensive 20-yard line, and Columbus draws first blood.
And so now Hines will attempt the extra point. Snap is down, the kick is up, the kick is good. 7-0 Columbus leads with 10:46 to go first half. We will take a 1-minute break. We're back right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Welcome to Ram Power Days at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed offering 0% financing plus no payments until December on the most awarded new light-duty pickup truck in America. Stop in at 1724 North Spring Street next to Kohl's and check out our selection or visit us online at reedchrysler.com. Thank you for allowing our family to take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and reedchrysler.com.
The Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30, you can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo for $12.99, 10-ounce prime rib for $16.99, and all-you-can-eat deep-fried fan-tailed shrimp for only $14.99. Happy hour drinks at the bar from 5 to 7. Friday is the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30. Plus, don't forget happy hour from 5 to 7. Sunday brunch is back every Sunday from 10 to 1, featuring prime rib. Check for updates and specials on Facebook.
And Hines will kick it off for Columbus as they lead 7-0 early second quarter. And the kick is bobbled in, picked up around the 12 to the 15, 20, 25, and taken down at around the 27-yard line. Carthew made the stop, and the return was by Jude Lorenz, a 5'8" junior. So Luther Prep with 1st and 10 from their own 27, and right now trailing in this game by the count of 7-0. I'm going to get to those emails as soon as we get a chance here, folks. sports@dailydodge.com. I saw a bunch of them coming in. We're going to get to them just as soon as we have a little time. Right now, Phoenix go to work offensively. And again, Tim mentioned they've dominated time of possession tonight, but they find themselves down 7-0. Fitzsimmons hands it off. Moore straight ahead and gets met near the 30. And I believe, is that Milani Aragon, I think, on the stop. And a gain of only about 3. They'll mark it at the 32nd down and 7. Just over 10 minutes left in the first half. The wind has calmed a little bit here. It's still blowing, but maybe not quite as strong as it was around kickoff. Single receivers left and right, split backfield. Fitzsimmons under center again, turns around, gives it to Chewy Medina. He is wrapped up for a loss on the play. There are about 3 or 4 red jerseys there in a heartbeat to greet him. He's going to lose yardage. Lost a couple.
Yeah, that was a counter play, Mike, and the big guys up front for Columbus and the defensive line, they held their positions just like they're taught. And that's how you make defensive plays. You just got to take care of the guy in front of you and get rid of him, and then you can make the tackle.
3rd and 7 for Luther Prep from their own 30. Back to throw. Fitzsimmons rolling to the right. Throws is intercepted. At about the 33-yard line.
That was way underthrown.
And Mowbray with the interception for Columbus.
I don't know if the quarterback Fitzsimmons, as he was rolling to his right, I don't know if he didn't see the defender there, if he was just looking over him, but he just threw it right at him.
A 6'2" sophomore, Jefferson Mowbray with the interception. Columbus already with a 7-0 lead, now in business again. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line of Luther Prep. And this is Cotter out of the gun, takes the snap, wants to throw. Right side, caught to the 30, and now down inside the 25-yard line. Oliver Setz, he wears number 11. He's a junior, 165-pounder, made the catch. And let's see, I'm trying to see where they marked it here.
Gain of 9.
Yeah, they're going to give him a gain of, are they moving the chains? Or? Yep.
Oh, they are.
So they are moving, it was more than that then.
I'm sort of believe it was probably 10.
You think so, huh? Tongue in cheek there. 1st and 10 now.
Deductive
Yeah,
thinking.
it was a 10-yard gain to the 23. And here's Cutter taking the low snap, handing it to Brunell straight ahead. 20, Breaks the tackle, 15, and he's down inside the 15. Boy, hard to bring that guy down. Colton Brunell straight up the gut, and he's very close to another first down. And he's only about a yard and a half shy. They mark the ball.
We're going to give him 9.
Around the 14. Yeah, give him 9.
He earned it.
He did.
With some real nifty high step and running right there.
8:27 and counting left to go first half. 7-0 Columbus. They're faced with a 2nd and 1 on the 14 of Luther Prep. And the gives to Brunell, straight ahead to the 10. And tripped up from behind after getting inside the 10-yard line. Was more on the stop for Luther Prep. But it's enough for a first down and goal because they're inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. So it's first and goal from the 9 for the Cardinals. 2 receivers go to the right. 1 split wide to the left. And out of the gun, Cotter hands it off, and ball carries straight ahead to the 5 and gets spun down at the 5. That was Andrew Pfeffer on the carry. Andrew Pfeffer that time for a little change of pace for Columbus. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5 after a pickup of 4 yards by Pfeffer. 7.5 and counting left to go, second quarter. Columbus, the benefit of a few short fields here, and they scored earlier and now threatening to do that again. 2nd and goal, Columbus from the Luther Prep 5. Hand off Pfeffer, and he gets wrapped up by Chewy Medina and dropped for what appears to be a loss. 3rd and goal back around the 6, maybe the 7.
Once again, Mike, the sync on that play was just very poor. The timing, not what it should be. You could tell right from the get-go. I don't know if the center is snapping the ball too soon, too late, or exactly what's going on, but there's been a number of those throughout this first half.
3rd and goal, handoff Brunell to the 5, trying to bounce to the left side and gets taken down inside the 5. There were white jerseys everywhere. Picked up a couple. I want to see the mark here. They're marking it at the 4, so I'm going to call that a gain of 3.
We get a timeout.
We do. And this timeout brought to you by the good folks at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Now, I got to get to those emails. We were talking about that earlier here that were coming in. Let's see what we have here. All right, and let's see here. This one says, "Go Cards, cheering on the Columbus Cards tonight with a great broadcast, specifically rooting for lineman Caden Morschauser." Am I pronouncing that right? I hope so. Morschauser? Am I pronouncing that right? Gosh, I hope so.
I'm guessing.
And I was told I was. He's a senior, number 74 out there. That's from Sioux.
6'4", 245.
There
Pretty
he is.
hard to miss.
Let's see what I have here. This is another one, cheering for Columbus, and our grandson, Nathan Cotter, from, is it Kearney, Nebraska? Kearney or Kearney? It's Kearney.
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Kearney.
Kearney, Nebraska?
Yes.
It says Go Cards. That's from Nathan Cotter's grandparents checking in tonight. Thank you very much for the email.
Field goal opportunity.
Yeah,
here.
field goal here for Hines. And he kicks it. Plenty of leg through the uprights. It is good. That was a 20-yard attempt. A 20-yard field goal with the wind at his back for Hines. And with 6:06 left to play in the half, it is now 10-0 in favor of Columbus. That's a 20-yard field goal for Hines. We don't see a lot of field goals in high school football, do we?
No, we don't. Nope, very, very few. And tell you what, it takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of timing. You know, you've got to have a center that can snap the football. You need the guy to hold it, and you need a guy with a good foot. And guess what? All 3 of those combined that time for 3 points. And I don't know, Mike. I think it's sort of spitting out there a little bit right now, and the wind sort of picking up a little bit. I know it's getting cold in here in a hurry.
Another email here. This is from Katie, Ella, and Ruby Brown watching from Houston, Texas. Go Phoenix and go number 64. That's Joe Brown, number 64. Thank you for the email. Glad you're watching and enjoying down in Houston, Texas. Let's see what else we got here. This one from Joe Zander again. Oh, I'll get to it in just a minute. As Hines is going to kick it away. End over end kick. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Offsides.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to redo this. As the flag came out. Joe Zander says last week's game was canceled for Columbus. Halftime was supposed to recognize the 1971 undefeated conference champs on their 50th anniversary. And Joe says Dad was on that team. Also wanted to give him a shout out as we were celebrating his 66th birthday tonight. Thanks, guys. That's from Joe Zander. So, yeah, absolutely. Happy birthday to Dad. Joe, thanks for letting us know about that. My goodness, that's fantastic. Again, sports at dailydodge.com. Sports at dailydodge.com. We'll get to your emails as time permits. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for. Put Columbus or Luther Prep in the subject line. Low ground ball kick, and it was fielded, and the up man who fielded that kick was Parker Winghart, and he was down on a knee when he grabbed the ball, so the play's over.
I would like to see that one on instant replay. I can't wait till we get instant replay, Mike. 'Cause I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at it from probably some 90 yards away, but I'm not so sure he had his knee on the ground. I'd like to see it.
We got an email here that says, "Let's go Phoenix. I live in Helena, Montana, but I'm watching in San Angelo, Texas at Goodfellow Air Force Base where I'm finishing up training. Go get him Knicks," it says. Wow, that's from Ben. Ben Bodie checking in. Thank you for your service. Thanks for the email.
Amen.
Ben, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your service. All right, 1st and 10 for Luther Prep. They'll keep it on the ground as per usual. And up the middle, the ball carrier was Moore. Moore taking it to the 35-yard line. And that is going to set up 2nd down and about 6 after a solid gain of 4 yards. We have 5:37 and counting left in quarter number 2. And our score, Columbus 10, Luther Prep nothing. But if you're a fan of the Phoenix, there's a long way to go in this one. Long way to go. And now a whistle.
Penalty flag on the near sideline.
Let's see what we've got here. We'll sort it out. You know, I was thinking about both of these schools here. And, you know, both these schools, I mean, Columbus, the call is false start on the Phoenix. But, you know, Columbus certainly has a storied history with their football program, Tim. But this Luther Prep squad, year after year, they're always competitive. And they always seem to be in the mix when you're talking conference and whatnot. You know, they're both these schools very, very solid for the most part year after year. It really, you just kind of hum along, you know, and it's fun to watch. All right, it's now 2nd and 10. Back of the 30. Fitzsimmons wants to throw. Chased out of the pocket. He's going to step up, and he will get taken down. And he was tackled on the play by Milani Aragon. No gain or loss as he was tackled right at the line of scrimmage. But you're right, Tim. They had a blitz on. He was running for his life. Was Fitzsimmons. And Milani made the play and brings him down. So it'll set up now a 3rd down and 10 for the Phoenix with 4:33 and counting left to play 2nd quarter.
Yeah, Colton Brunel was coming from the blind side. And I'll tell you what, Fitzsimmons just found out in the nick of time that he was under pressure to escape the big hit, because that's one of those that could have instantaneously could have caused a turnover. We've got another whistle prior to action.
We
now
do.
What?
Let's check it out. Columbus is clapping.
And
it appears they're going to back up.
And
the
the
Phoenix.
Luther Prep coaches are beside
themselves.
Oh my goodness.
3rd and 15, 5-yard penalty here. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Phoenix from their own 25. trailing 10-0, 4:09 to go, second quarter on a rainy night in Columbus. Fitzsimmons wants to throw. Looking towards the near side of the field, lofts up. It is caught at about the 42-yard line, hauled in by Brett Whiting. My goodness, the senior. Whiting makes the catch, big first down and then some, all the way out to about the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and boy, that was a badly needed first down for Luther Prep. Good throw by the quarterback Fitzsimmons, and Whiting goes up and gets it and keeps the drive going.
Well, he had plenty of time to throw it, which was a big key, but the receiver, as you mentioned, Mike Whiting, had his man beat right from the get-go.
Hand off, and this is Moore up the middle, across the 45, tripped up from behind. He was tackled on the play by Jamison Sullivan. And that could have been a lot more damage, but Sullivan makes a nice tackle and limits the damage to only about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Luther Prep, now nearing midfield. And boy, what a boost this would be for Luther Prep. Down 10-0 if they get something here on the board before halftime. All right, couple receivers to the near side, split backfield. And faking the handoff to the fullback. They give it to Moore, right side. 45-50, still on his feet, and he spins inside the midfield stripe into enemy territory. And he's very close to first down yardage. He needed about 6. Let's see what the spot is, but boy, that's darn close. And let's see, they're going to give it to him. So give him 6 and give the Phoenix a first down in Columbus territory. 2:52 remaining in the half. 10-0 Cardinals, but the Phoenix now with the 1st and 10 on the 49-yard line of Columbus, and we've got movement. Yeah, that's going to cause a problem. Right.
Mike, there was a 5-yard penalty there on the left tackle as he got off too quickly, but just notice the tempo of the Phoenix offense here all of a sudden. They are up at the line, ready to rock and roll in a heartbeat. They're just they've got a little snap to their step here right now, and Columbus is going to have to be careful. I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with this Josiah Moore kid. I'll tell you, man, he's quick.
Yes,
he's tough, and I'll tell you what, he could wear down a defense in a hurry. I wouldn't put it past him to break one here tonight. He's a good player.
All right, 1st and 15 after the false start penalty on the Phoenix. Back at their own 46-yard line now. Handoff. There's Moore again, and he gets taken down for a gain of only about maybe a yard or so, as there was a pile, and he ran right into it and got pushed back. He was able to grab a yard, maybe 2. We'll call it 2nd and about 13, maybe 14. And the give this time, boy, nothing happening up the middle there. They gave it to Winghart, the ball carrier, and he's going to lose at least a yard, maybe 2. Boy, the defense was ready for that one. I mean, there was a red jersey there to greet him shortly after he grabbed the football. 1:45 and counting left, second quarter. Rapidly approaching halftime here. It's been a quick moving first half, I should say. It is 3rd and 15 for the Luther Prep Phoenix at their own 46. 2 receivers right. Split backfield. Fitzsimmons back to throw. Now going to step up. Throws down the right side. He is incomplete. Oh, my goodness, that was close. He wanted to hit his buddy Thomas Colpine, and I tell you what, that wasn't that far off. That would have been taken to the house if Colpine had been able to grab that one.
Oh, he just had to put a little more air into the ball. Woo. I mean, he had him out there. He had his the cornerback beat by a couple of steps, and he just overthrew him. And that's one of those that if you change the trajectory of the ball a little bit and just give the receiver an opportunity to run underneath it, that's 6 points right there. He had him beat.
Boy, that was close.
That would have been Mike, that would have been a huge momentum change in this game just prior to halftime.
All right, so the Phoenix are going to have to
another
punt it
penalty.
Here. And this flag,
that's a substitution problem for the Phoenix.
Going to back them up.
Special team problem.
Jude Peterson is going to punt it for Luther Prep as the rain starts to come down again now. So Peterson to punt. on a 4th and 15 with 1:20 left in the half.
Penalty.
Gets the kick away. It's going to bounce and be fielded by Link. He's at the 20, 25, 30, 35, left sideline, 40, 45, 50. Cut back, broke a tackle, 40, and down inside the 40 of Luther Prep.
Well,
what a return that was for big number 2, Brady Link.
We're going to see if it stands.
Yeah, there's a flag down, though.
The penalty was right at the snap.
Wow, let's see what we've got.
Oh, there's a flag on the far side, right near
There's
the
2 of
tackle as well.
Yep. There's one, as you said, near the where the tackle was made, and another one further back. So we'll get our call here.
This is why I was never a football official. I would be so confused right now.
It was a false start on Luther Prep. It was declined. That penalty was declined. Now I'm not sure what else we have here. The officials discussing things on the Columbus. So a false start on Luther Prep is declined. Okay, we got that. And a illegal block on Columbus, a legal block in the back. So that penalty is forced. So we sorted it all out for you with 1:03 remaining in the second quarter. Our score 10-0 in favor of Columbus. And it looked like they were going to have a really short field, but because of the illegal block penalty on Columbus, that big return is not going to stand.
Oh, I'm thoroughly confused. Why are they placing, oh my gosh, the rain's coming in.
Yeah, it's starting to come down again. We may
They're
have to pop the window back in the press box here.
They're placing the ball way back where? Inside the 25?
Yeah, they're marking it,
I don't
Tim.
get that at all.
It's right inside the 25-yard line. So
I need
that's
an
where Columbus,
explanation.
1st and 10 from the 24 officially. And Cotter now signals they motion a man, and he takes the handoff and coming around to the near side and then cutting up the middle out across the 30 to about the 32 on the play. I believe that was Eckern. Yep, that was Aaron Eckern.
I couldn't even see, Mike. Was that a pass?
No, it was just a
Okay.
run. Yep.
Okay.
So Eckern picked up 8 on that. 2nd and 2, 35 seconds and counting left in the half. 2nd and 2 for Columbus at their own 32-yard line. And on this second down play, again, they motion a man. Again, that's Eckern. But this time, Cotter wants to throw. Pressure coming. Running. 35-40, near sideline, 45-50.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds he goes after crossing the 50. Run out of bounds by Jackson Hyman, the cornerback. But there's still 11 seconds, and Columbus now, maybe they'll take it. Yeah, why not take a shot with the wind at your back? Maybe a couple here with 11 seconds on the clock. It's 1st and 10 Columbus from the Luther Prep 45.
We get it down to the 25. That would make it about a 42-yarder. I'll tell you what. The Columbus kicker has showed me he's got a pretty strong leg with the
See
wind.
what they do. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. On the Phoenix 45, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Brunel in the backfield, standing next to Cutter. No snap! He gets past Cutter, and he has to go and dive on it back in Columbus territory at about the 42, and that's going to pretty much, let's see, with 4 seconds left, did they stop the clock?
13-yard loss on that play. Well,
yeah, they took a timeout, did Columbus, with 4 seconds remaining. This timeout brought to you by the good folks at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. And got another email here. This one says, good day all. Just wanting to wish my brother-in-law, Steve Zander, a happy birthday from Australia. Hope you're enjoying the football today while I'm on the lawnmower. Wow, look at that. We've got viewers in Australia checking in from down under. That's from Tony, Julie, Matilda, and, oops, sorry, I hit something wrong here. Let me get back to that one. Tony, Julie, Matilda, and Willa McPhail checking in from down in Australia. Wow, that's great. Thank you so much for your email. Nice to watch Columbus football on the computer and Brewers on the TV at the same time from my easy chair. thanks to Daily Dodge and the sponsors. That is from Nancy checking in tonight. And I've got some more that I'll get to here shortly. All right. So now they put time back on the clock, 7 seconds. And as they snap the ball, we've got whistles and I believe a false start here on Columbus. False start. They'll back up Columbus 5 yards. All right, let's see what else we've got here. Got an email here that says, my name is Will Stormer. My dad is Tim Stormer, who is in the box for Columbus, helping Coach Brunel with the defense. Go Cards and go Colton Brunel. Thanks, Will. Appreciate the email. And on the ground on that carry was Brunel to the 46, but that's going to do it as time has run out. And we've come to the end of the first half of play here at Fireman's Park on a rainy night, the final Friday night in September. And at the break, our score is Columbus 10 and Luther Prep nothing. Stay with us. We'll take a break. We'll come back for our halftime report right after this. You're watching the high school football game of the week on Daily Dodge TV.
The local lenders at Horicon Bank are truly bankers who care about you and their community. After all, they live and work right here. For 125 years, Horicon Bank has been invested in the community, helping support a strong local economy. So if you're looking for a loan, checking account, or convenient mobile banking, stop in and meet with your local Horicon banker today. Horicon Bank, the natural choice for local lending. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID number 434805.
Pine Hills Trucking is hiring, and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, is taking a different approach. He wants to know what you would like to get paid. If you've been looking for a career where you're appreciated and treated well, where your equipment is top of the line and well cared for, and you're a good worker, this is your chance to build your future. Call Bob today at 920-887-8337 and have a conversation with him. Tell him what you need in your career. That's 920-887-8337.
Owning a home is a labor of love. The more love you give it, the more it loves you back. With the Landmark Credit Union Home Equity Line of Credit, you can make those home improvements that will make you love your home even more. The interest is only 1.49% APR locked for 12 months. Regular rate at 3.99% variable APR. Applying online is easy. Start at landmarkcu.com or call 800-871-2110 for details about credit costs and terms. Landmark Credit Union. Equal housing opportunity.
The Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30, you can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo for $12.99, 10-ounce prime rib for $16.99, and all-you-can-eat deep-fried fan-tailed shrimp for only $14.99. Happy hour drinks at the bar from 5 to 7. Friday is the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30. Plus, don't forget happy hour from 5 to 7. Sunday brunch is back every Sunday from 10 to 1, featuring prime rib. Check for updates and specials on Facebook.
And we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth here at Fireman's Park in Columbus. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman with you on this final Friday night of September. It's a windy and rainy Friday night. Anthony Kinsey's on site tonight. He's our videographer and engineer for the video stream. Once again, tonight's broadcast on Daily Dodge TV is brought to you by our presenting video sponsor, Columbus Family Dental. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Reed Chrysler, Dodge Jeep Ram, Pine Hills Trucking, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance Agent, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Landmark Credit Union, the Manufacturers Business Alliance, Ergo Bank supporting local athletes, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, and Horicon Bank. Halftime of this Capital Conference clash at the break tonight, it is Columbus leading Luther Prep by the score of 10-0. And we'll get to some first half individual and team numbers here in just a moment. But let's run down the first half scoring summary. First of all, there wasn't a lot of it, but no scoring, as a matter of fact, in the first quarter. But a minute and 14 seconds into the second period, Columbus got on the board with the quarterback, Nathan Cotter, taking it to the house from 1 yard out. A 1 yard quarterback keeper. Extra point was tacked on by Corbin Hines, And with a minute and 14 seconds gone in the second quarter, just like that, 7-0 Columbus. They would add to their lead a couple of minutes later with 6:06 left in the period on a 20-yard field goal by Hines to make it 10-0. And that's where we stand right now at the break, 10-0 in favor of the Cardinals.
The first quarter started with Luther Prep absolutely having the time of possession victory without a doubt. They took the opening kickoff, went down near the 20-yard line, turned over on downs, and then got the ball back immediately and held once again by the stout Columbus defense, averaging under 4 points per ball game this year. And then from that point, after the end of the first quarter, things sort of turned on a dime, and Columbus was sort of won the battle up front. And taking a look at the team stats, 17 runs for Columbus for 102 yards, leading the way, no doubt, their best ground gainer throughout the season, Colton Brunel, 10 carries for 76 yards. And the Phoenix thus far are led by Josiah Moore with 12 carries for 56 yards. They have 80 yards rushing on 19 carries. Columbus with 2 receptions on the night for a total of 16 yards, whereas the Phoenix passing the football tonight, they are 5 for 9 for a total of 15 yards. And tell you what, Nathan Cotter's done a real nice job, Mike, I feel, in directing the offense. It's just been, he's been very much under control, and he had a nice 25-yard gain there at one point to keep a drive going, and then, well, he had to take a 13-yard loss because of the poor snap. But I'm just very impressed with his performance here tonight, and the guys up front doing a great job and under some tough conditions. This field is going to deteriorate in a hurry as we look at things right now. It's raining pretty good right at this very moment in time. So we'll see how the early part of this second half goes and whether or not Columbus will be able to keep the momentum going in this second half.
So we have, Anthony, help me here. This is Vicky Lundeen checking in on Facebook, or YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube tonight, watching the broadcast. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, we're getting emails here from people, but if Anthony had to show me that one because it was on a different platform. And again, if you want to check in on the broadcast tonight, please do so. And the way that most people are doing that is they're sending me an email to sports@dailydodge.com. Sports@dailydodge.com. Now, in the subject line, put either Columbus or Luther Prep. And then in the body of the email, you can put your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for. It's funny because we have a second broadcast on our website tonight. Beaver Dam and Oregon are playing. And Wade, the play-by-play announcer for that game, and I are sharing the same email box. So we have to sort through which email is for which game. That's why we're having a little problem with that tonight.
I just want to know if that the Zander family down there in Australia, if there's any stray wallabies or kangaroos that are getting swallowed up by a lawnmower. Are they really a problem?
I don't know. I guess that's why you're asking, huh?
I sort of wonder.
All right, here's some emails I didn't get to.
We need to know. We need to know.
Some more emails here I didn't get to. Watching Luther Prep from Tampa. Go Phoenix. This is from Steven Schroeder. It's either Schroeder or Schrader. I guess I had a 50-50 chance. Steven says, watching Luther Prep from Tampa tonight. Go Phoenix. And it says, P.S. Epstein didn't kill himself? What?
Time out. Yeah, we're not going to go there.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. I tell you, it's never dull. It's never dull.
Lord.
Another one here. Go Luther Prep. Go number 61. Saul Glendy is number 61. That's from Mom and little brother watching from Fayetteville, North Carolina. How about that? My goodness. Susan sent me that email. And my goodness, thank you so much for sending that email. Again, sports@dailydodge.com is where you're going to send it. Sports@dailydodge. Who are you seeing out there, Tim?
That's John Link. He doesn't know that I put a dent in his house yet.
Oh, he doesn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll see it tomorrow.
But, yeah, send that email, put your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for. And I apologize in advance if I butcher the pronunciation of your name. Put Columbus, or you can put Luther Prep in the subject line, and we'll get to those emails as we move along here during our broadcast. 10-0 at halftime. Columbus right now leading Luther Prep. And, hey, reminder that next week we're going to do this all over again. And next Friday night, Tim, you and I will head a little further south down Highway 73. Actually, I will. You will probably be coming a little more in a westerly direction on Highway 19, won't you? Because we'll be going to Marshall, where the Marshall Cardinals, having a fine season, will be hosting Cambridge in a Big Eastern Suburban Conference game. That'll be on the air with kickoff 7 o'clock next Friday night, and the pregame show at 6:40 right here on Daily Dodge TV. And Anthony, you coming to that one next Friday night with us? Anthony, he's nodding. He's saying yes, he is going to do that. And so we'll get the band back together next week, Friday night, for that one. Hope you'll join us. But here the rain continues to come down at Fireman's Park. We'll take another break and back for more of the halftime report right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Did you know that we offer Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for doing things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card, setting up a direct deposit, and taking an e-statement. Every month is a new chance to qualify, and there's no penalty if you miss. Ask for Kasasa today. Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Please contact us for details.
Ergo Bank, a proud supporter of local athletics.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
Halftime continues here at Fireman's Park in Columbus. Mike Tronson, Tim Halden, and Anthony Kinsey with you as we're rapidly approaching the start of the third quarter. More emails to get to. Again, sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and we'll get you a shout out. Please put Columbus or Luther Prep in the subject line so I know it's you. And let's see here. This one says, I might have read this earlier, but in case I didn't, I'm going to go back to it. Go, Brady Link, number 2 from Columbus. That's from John, Jamie, and Lauder Klein. Yeah, I did read that earlier, but again, we're getting so many here. I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss that one. Another one's coming in here. Let's see what I've got. This one says, we are watching from Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Go, Ray Guerrero, number 72 from the Rubio family. And they're checking in from Nazareth, PA tonight. Pennsylvania, and 72 is Ray Guerrero on the Columbus roster. Thank you to the Rubio family for checking in tonight. Let's see what else we've got here. And this one says, go Phoenix. And go number 42, that's Parker Winghart. Love Mom and Dad and your dog, Mrs. B, who are watching the game from Brookings, South Dakota. Oh, my goodness. Hey, glad you're checking in, folks. And
I think we got to go for all 50 states.
Well, we do. I mean, because we're hitting quite a few of them already. But,
Texas,
wow, my goodness.
Florida, Pennsylvania, Montana.
Yeah, well, we're getting them all here. Love Mom and Dad. That's Parker's cheering section back in Brookings, South Dakota. Speaking of Montana, you know, my wife Amy lived in Montana for about 6-7 years before we met and were married. And she was out in a little tiny town called Ashland, Montana, which is about 2.5 hours southeast of Billings. And she taught on an Indian reservation out there at the St. Lebre Mission. She was the band director out there for many years. And she took me out there a few years ago, and I finally got to see it. And I saw why they call it Big Sky Country when I got out there. Oh my, that was impressive. But we stopped in South Dakota.
Speaking of Montana,
too.
Okay, for all you Columbus fans back in the area here, you know, there's a Columbus alumni that's in Montana. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, of course I do.
He was my broadcast buddy
before
before Mike Tronson ever stepped foot in the area. Tom Kotz. Tom Kotz. Yep, I ran into a young lady yesterday on the Bev cart out at Kestel Ridge. Her name was Olivia Velker, and she's related to Tara and family, and we talked quite a while because I was sitting on the 13th tee waiting for everybody to clear the green for quite a while, let me tell you. We talked about everything under the sun, and including another Columbus grad named Trace Kirkberg, who's playing baseball at Madison College, and unfortunately has a little arm problem going right at this time. I had great fortune to officiate a college baseball doubleheader this afternoon down at Madison College, and I searched out Trace and wished him well, and told him that Olivia said hi, and it's always fun to put a little home cooking on you know, look up the local folks. Of course, I umpired Trace when he was in high school here at Columbus, and he had a nice career, and now hopefully we can fight through that injury and get through it. I'm sure with a couple of parents that are chiropractors, I think he'll be able to do it. I think so.
Hey, more emails coming in here. This one says they're cheering from Shell Lake, Wisconsin. Go Cardinals. That's from Deb and Dave Eckern. Go number 23. Of course, number 23 is Aaron Eckern. And
I have friends
Deb
in Shell
and Dave,
Lake.
That's a beautiful area up there.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Thanks for the email, Deb and Dave. I do appreciate that. Another one here. This one says, I'm cheering for Brady Link, number 2, and the Columbus Cardinals. Go Cards. That's from Aunt Jamie. Jamie Klein. Jamie, thank you so much for that email. Another one here. Let's see what we got. Go Brett. Go Phoenix. Love Mom and Dad in Minocqua, Wisconsin. That's from Michael Whiting. And cheering for Brett and the Phoenix tonight here. And thank you so much for the email. We do appreciate it. Minocqua, speaking of up north, that's another beautiful area up there.
Yeah.
Good old Minocqua, Wisconsin. And I think that's where John Kraft at the radio station near there, I think, is where his cottage is located. Somewhere in that neck of the woods there. 10-0 in favor of Columbus as we get set to start the third quarter, and Columbus is going to receive the second half kickoff because, again, they had won the coin flip at the beginning of the game and they deferred, so they will get the ball leading 10-0 as we start the third quarter. Again, sports@dailydodge.com if you want to send me that email.
Well, Mike, remember, was that our last broadcast? It was. Fall River and Randolph?
Correct, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
It's not illegal for a team to come back from the depths of death because,
well, I would exactly call
smokes.
10-0 the depths of death.
Well, true, but my goodness, Randolph was down 18-0 with
less than 9 minutes to go.
8.5 minutes remaining in the ball game, and won rather easily, to be very honest. So, my goodness, things can change in a hurry, and with the weather conditions as it is, Mike Johnson, I wouldn't count anybody out in this one.
So getting ready to get this second half underway. again, Columbus to receive the second half kick.
By the way, that was just John Link, ran by here just a moment ago and told me that the bill for the mail or for the siding that I destroyed is it's in mail.
Jude Peterson is going to kick it away for the Phoenix. And we've got Brunel and Link back deep to receive for the Cardinals. It's the Knicks in Seabus tonight here. Columbus and Watertown Luther Prep doing battle. And here is the approach and the kick. A little squib kick and bobbled by one of the upmen. He's going to dive on it. It's still loose. I think Columbus did recover, but let's see. And yes, they did. But that was dangerous. My goodness. So it was Jameson Sullivan that recovered the kick. But, boy, it's a live ball, and he had trouble with it and luckily was able to dive on it and save the possession for Columbus because the cavalry was coming for the Phoenix.
Didn't have far to go.
No, they didn't because it was a very, very short kick. So, third quarter underway. Columbus moving left to right with those red jerseys and pants, the white helmets. And they'll put a single receiver to the near side, two receivers out to the left. Cotter's out of the gun, takes the snap, hands it off. Brunel straight ahead, 45, and gets to near midfield. Might have been stopped just shy of the midfield marker, as he was. They'll mark it at the 49-yard line.
Colton Brunel.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3 coming up.
Once again, 76 yards in the first half on 10 carries. Rather easy yards per carry calculation there, 7.6, and now got 6 in his first carry here in this second half.
On second, another low snap. Brunel takes the hand up to the 50, gets met right there, and he just breaks the tackle. But I tell you what, that is a heck of a defensive stop by Jeremiah Stanton, the linebacker, because Brunel, after he bounced off the bounce to the outside, I should say, he had a lot of room out there, and Stanton limited the damage. They did get the first down, Columbus did, but boy, I tell you what, could have been a lot more for Brunel had Stanton not come up with that play. Ball's at the 47-yard line, so that was a pickup of about 3 on that last play. 1st and 10, Columbus on the Luther Prep 47, handoff, and Brunel again spinning off the right side and taken down on the play by Marcus Winkle. Winkle makes the stop after a gain of only 1. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Cardinals at the Phoenix 46. We are now exactly 2 minutes in to the third quarter. It's hard for me to see the scoreboard because it's I have to look through a window, and the window, we need a squeegee to wipe off the window so I can see the scoreboard.
Well,
it's either that or I have to duck,
Timeout Columbus.
Yep, timeout called by Columbus. This is brought to you by the good folks at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. So another email here that says, Grandma Sherry is cheering for the Phoenix from Billings, Montana. Go Tim. Number 75, Tim Manning. Grandma Sherry cheering for the Phoenix in good old Billings, Montana. And thank you very much for that email. We got more here. Okay, let's see here. Ben Liverseed, Columbus native here. Want to shout out to 2 of my favorite former Cardinal players and classmates, my cousin Sam Liverseed and Joe Zander. Go Big Red, it says. Another one here. This is Sylvia Engel. Go Cardinals from Tomah, Wisconsin. Go Brady Engel, 66, from Grandma and Grandpa Engel. Those we're checking in on the YouTube. Yeah, so Anthony Kinsey is checking the YouTube. I'm checking the email, which is sports@dailydodge.com. And we're having fun interacting with all of you tonight. So thank you so much.
This is bringing back a lot of memories.
It really is,
Just the Liverseed name brings back a lot of memories. Holy
it's fun.
Smokes.
All right, after timeout, 2nd and 9, Columbus from the 46-yard line of Luther Prep. Cotter out of the gun, wants to throw. Here comes pressure. He's going to step it. Oh, he's going to get taken down. Shuey Medina got there and drops him. A sack for Medina. And a big loss on the play. So Medina wraps up Cotter. He had no chance. And they'll mark it back as they wipe off the football first because it's wet out there. The rain is coming down. They're going to mark it around the 40.
That was a 6-yard loss.
Yeah, 47 maybe, and yes, 6-yard loss on the play. But how about that guy? How about Chewy Medina, a 5'10" junior, a 200-pounder. He plays fullback on offense. He's a defensive end on D, and he just made a heck of a defensive play right there. And now we got another timeout. We do. Wow. So a timeout with 8:59 remaining in the third quarter. Again, timeout brought to you by the good folks at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Another shout out here to my nephew, Brady Link, number 2 on Columbus's roster. Go Cardinals from John Klein. It says John's from Columbus. He's not from Billings. He's not from Florida. He's not. I'm just giving you a hard time, John. Thank you very much for the email. It's John Klein from Columbus checking in, cheering for Brady Link and the Cardinals in this game. Again, sports@dailydodge.com is where you'll find us. And you can send your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for. And again, put Columbus or Luther Prep in the subject line. That way I'll get to you a little bit faster. We're having fun. It's been a good game so far. It's going to be a 3rd down and 15 for Columbus, officially back at their own 47. And a low snap, but here comes, this is Link, took the direct snap, 50. He's to the 45, still on his feet, out of bounds, at around the 40 of Luther Prep. There's a flag down. There's a flag. That was a direct snap to Link on that play, and it's coming back.
Yep, illegal use of hands.
Yep, it's going to come back. The penalty is on Columbus. They've done that a couple times in the game here where they've done a direct snap to Link. And that one, it looked good, but, well, there was a penalty on the play.
The way the play starts, the man in motion is coming from the far side, and rather than going and continuing right behind the line, he swerves back behind the quarterback, in this particular case Link, who gets the direct snap. Well, then he serves as the trailing halfback to pitch it to for Link. Well, that time Link had some really good running room himself and disdained the possible pitch to kept it for himself.
And here's Link taking the snap again. Left side he goes, 45-50 to the outside, 45, and he got tripped up inside the 45. Whoa, another great run for Link. And I'm just trying to see who was tripped him up there. Is that 65?
That was a 16-yard gain.
That was Drew Esme, I think, that tripped him up enough to stop him. But holy mackerel, that was an impressive run. It sets up a 4th down and manageable here for Columbus.
Well, the question is, what do you do? All right? I mean, the ball's just short of the 41-yard line. You punt the ball, you got him down inside the 15 or the 10. But Columbus has opted to try to go for it here with less than 5. Whoop, we got a whistle. We got a whistle.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, delay a game. Oh my goodness. Well, the coaching staff probably couldn't decide what they wanted to do, which took an extra 3 or 4 seconds, which cost them an extra 5 yards. And now their decision will probably be made rather easily, and they're going to punt the football.
Yeah, I would say at this point now, definitely I would probably do that.
I was interested to see whether or not they would actually snap the ball or try to draw the Phoenix offside. Right, we'll never know.
All right, so
Brady
Link's going to punt, and he bobbled it. Now he's going to run with it. 50, 45, and he's out of bounds. And now a late flag comes out at the end of the play. He was shy of the first down marker, Tim, but a flag came out late.
Well, there was no gain on the play itself. He would have been stopped about 4 yards short of the line to gain, but instead, apparently a late hit on the far side. We didn't have a good look at it, Mike, but there were flags coming from every direction.
So they're sorting it out now. But, yeah, the snap was bobbled by Link, couldn't get the punt away, forced to run with it. He was stopped short of the first down marker by a good 4 or 5 yards, as you mentioned, Tim, but Let's see what the flag came out
timeout.
very end of the play. All right, what do we got?
Yeah.
On Luther Prep.
Oh, they're calling it after
the play. Yes.
After the play. So possession had already gone over
to the Phoenix.
So now they're going to penalize the Phoenix 15 yards. That's an interesting call, but no doubt the correct call because the play was already over and the Phoenix had possession of the football, but then the penalty thereafter.
1st and 10, Phoenix on their own 29, moving right to left third quarter, and they trail 10-0. Back to throw Fitzsimmons. Good protection, throws across middle, caught! Right at the 40-yard line, he's taken down. That was Colpeen, tackled on the play by Eckern and company, but that's a good start to the drive, and as we said, 10-0 is certainly not an insurmountable deficit by any means, and plenty of time here. Let's see what Luther Prep can do as they pick up a first down on that play of 11 yards. 1st and 10, Phoenix on their own 40. 2 receivers right. Backs in the eye. Here's Fitzsimmons, and that play is blown dead. There's a flag, and it looks like it's going to be a 5-yard variety on Luther Prep. I believe it was a false start, and it was. Let's see, get another email here. Go Cardinals, go Cards, cheering for my nephew, number 12, Nathan Cotter. That's from Chris Rentmeester in Columbus, checking in. Chris, thank you very much.
Well, that's a famous football name from the area. Huh?
A lot of famous names in this area. Yeah.
Remember that?
Absolutely.
Billy Rentmeester played for the Badgers.
1st and 15. And a give. That is 2 more. Break into the outside. 35-40 and taken down around the 41 by Link. And Pfeffer was there defensively as well. 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball back at the 40-yard line of Luther Prep. Clock right now is running, 6:44 and counting left to play third quarter. At least I think that's what the clock says through the wet window I'm looking through. Somebody get the windshield wipers on.
Good luck.
2nd and 10. Fitzsimmons, as they motion a man, barks out the signals. He'll take the snap, turns around, fakes one hand up, now gives it up to Moore through a hole left side. He's to the 45-50, 45-40. He could go. Flag 30, 20, 10, 5, into the end zone for an apparent touchdown, but there's a flag on the play. It's a 60-yard scoring play if it stands, but there's a flag down, and I don't think it's going to stand. I think it's coming back, and it will. That was a 60-yard touchdown wiped off the board by a penalty.
Well, I told you earlier about Josiah Moore. That kid has got some quick feet, and he's tough, and he can
Great
go
block
the
out
distance.
here, too, on the near side.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not where the problem was. The problem was down the field a ways.
So it's after the penalty, well, they mark it right back where it was. It's 2nd and 10 again. 2nd and 10, Luther Prep from their own 40, but let's see what they do here. Single receiver to the left. Fitzsimmons surveys the defense and gives the toss. Reverse. Moore to Colpeen. Right side he goes. 35. 40, and he's taken down at the 44-yard line. What a great defensive play by Columbus's Jefferson Mowbray. That is a huge defensive stop for the sophomore. The outside linebacker limits the damage to only about 5 yards. 3rd and 5 coming up from the 45. But you're right, Tim, there was some room out there.
The student section should make sure things do not end up on the field.
Yeah, that was just an outstanding play. He rid himself of the blocker and made the tackle.
Here we go on 3rd and 5 for Luther Prep. Back to throw Fitzsimmons across the middle. Incomplete. He wanted to hit Colpeen, and he was double covered. I mean, there were 2 defenders right on him. Tried to throw a dart and, sneak in there. And it's going to set up a 4th down and a punting situation here for Luther Prep. Got another email here. It says, Thanks for the great broadcast. Watching from the Twin Cities. Cheering for the Phoenix. And number 84, Jude Peterson. Hey, thanks for the email. Do appreciate that. Looks like Emily sent that one to us. From my hometown. For those of you that don't know, I grew up in the Twin Cities. I say Minneapolis, but my official hometown is Brooklyn Park. Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. All right, here's the punt. And it's going to bounce and be fielded by Link. He's to the 30 and ushered out of bounds around 35. One thing, unfortunately, we didn't have at my high school, which was Park Center High School, at least when I was there, we didn't have a very good football team. But I had a lot of fun because I played in the pep band every home football game. Those were good times. We were short on touchdowns, but long on good times back in those days. Class of 93, Park Center Senior High School, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. All right, it's 1st and 10 for Columbus. It's still 10-0 Cardinals. 5:07 to go in period number 3 here at Fireman's Park. Rain has let up a little bit now. And Cardinals start 1st and 10 from their own 35. And this is Cotter giving it to Brunel straight at 35. He takes a tackle 40 to the outside and to the 45 and gets tripped up there. That is very close. Did he get another first down? Let's see. He is going to be about a yard, maybe less than that shy. We'll give him a gain of 9 and a 3rd and 1 out to the 44 on the gain of 9 by Brunel.
Brunel sneaking up on the century mark here. 15 carries for 97.
On 2nd and 1, low snap. Brunel takes the hand up, gets the first down as he gets across the 45 out to about the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. Brett Whiting on the stop. He tripped him up, but it's enough to move the chains. Gain of 4. Ball's at the 49-yard line of Columbus. 1st and 10 Cardinals. Yeah, the wind has died down quite a bit, and that rain has subsided pretty good right now. Cotter in the gun. Low snap. Hands it to Brunel, 50. Up the middle to about the 46-yard line of Luther Prep, where he's taken down. Stanton on tackle. And he had a little help.
Something we have forgotten to talk about, Mike, and that's the this is the second Brunel.
Well, and I was going to, I mentioned, I failed to mention that earlier.
This was just a sophomore.
Well, we've got 3 players on Columbus this year. I was going to jokingly say that this isn't your father's Columbus football team. It's not even your older brother's Columbus football team. It's your younger brother's Columbus football team. I'll explain as Brunel goes straight ahead. Near first down yardage. Yeah, you've got 3 players, Nathan Cotter, Colton Brunel, and Jefferson Mowbray, that have stepped into starring roles this year because their older brothers graduated. Of course, Will Cotter was the quarterback last year. Now Nathan Cotter, his younger brother, is a QB. Colton Brunel is the younger brother of Caden Brunel, who was a star running back. And Jefferson Mowbray, his younger brother, or his older brother, I should say, was a pretty talented receiver. And this is Brunel, the aforementioned Brunel, inside the 40 to about the 35. Yeah, James Mowbray was a talented receiver. All those 3 are gone, but you know what? The family name lives on, and these 3 are pretty darn good in their own right. You know, they don't want to be known as so-and-so's younger brother. They want to be known as who they are, and they're pretty darn good players. As we said, this is a very young Columbus team. They don't play like it. They look pretty polished, and Coach Andy Selgrad in his first year at the helm has done a great job. We have a timeout here.
Yep.
Brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. 2:35 remaining in the third quarter. Just a momentary pause here.
Well, the
trainer ran to the side.
Columbus side to the other side.
All right, so now we're ready to go. So just a brief delay. Let the trainer get across the field. And on 1st and 10, hand up Brunel straight ahead inside the 35, 30 to the outside. He's to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Columbus. Brunel takes it to the house from 35 yards out. And with 2:18 to go in the third quarter, it is now 16-0 in favor of the Cardinals.
19 carries for the night, 147 yards, and Colton Brunel has just ignited the crowd here all of a sudden on that quick burst over the left side, cutting it to the outside and just plain outran everybody.
Here's the extra point attempt by Hines. It's blocked. So the extra point attempt fails. But it is now 16-0 Columbus with 2:18 left in the third. Let's take a 1-minute break. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
The local lenders at Horicon Bank are truly bankers who care about you and their community. After all, they live and work right here. For 125 years, Horicon Bank has been invested in the community, helping support a strong local economy. So if you're looking for a loan, checking account, or convenient mobile banking, stop in and meet with your local Horicon banker today. Horicon Bank, the natural choice for local lending. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID number 434805.
When you begin a career in manufacturing, there's plenty of chances to move up the ladder. Just ask Jared from EK Machine in Fall River.
There's lots of opportunity to advance in your career, different departments. They definitely promote from within, in-house. So it gives people to kind of work their way up through the ranks from just maybe a general laborer to a lead position or even a supervisor role.
Explore the many career opportunities in manufacturing by stopping in at Moraine Park Technical College or visiting DodgeRegionMBA.org.
Alrighty, so now 16-0 Columbus leading. Luther Prep going to get the ball back here in just a moment as Hines will kick it off for Columbus. 2:18 left in the third quarter. And we have a whistle as the ball was kicked, and now there's a flag over on the far side of the field. So apparently we're going to be doing this again. Alongside my good friend and partner Tim Haldeman, Mike Trunson with you at Columbus Fireman's Park. Anthony Kinsey is here spending his Friday night with us. He's our videographer and engineer. He's thinking to himself, man, I could have done so many other things tonight, and I'm sitting with these two guys. No. He's
Shake his head, no.
So I could be out having fun instead of
what a nice
hanging out with
fella.
these two yutzes over here. Glad to have you here, buddy. It's good to see you. All right, here's the approach as we kick again. Ground ball, squib kick. It is still loose and finally recovered by Luther Prep at about their own 44. Oh, my goodness, as the ball was recovered by Jackson Hyman, but every kick just about seems to be an adventure. Andy says it's either this or homework. Oh, my goodness. Got another email here. It says, shout out to my nephew, Andrew Pfeffer. Go Cards, go. That's from Michelle. Michelle Osgood. Michelle, thanks for checking in. Cheering for Andrew Pfeffer and the Cardinals. Again, sport@dailydodge.com. Send me an email, your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and put Columbus or Luther Prep in the subject line. Fitzsimmons back to throw, 1st and 10. Pump fake. Now, still can't find anybody. Now he's going to run to the near side. Looking to throw downfield, and it's incomplete. Boy, he bought himself some time there. Did Fitzsimmons, launched it downfield after running around for quite a while, and it was just a little bit overthrown as he could not hit the intended receiver, Brett Whiting.
I'll tell you, the kid's got a pretty strong right arm, though. Man, he fired that football down the left sideline on a dart.
So make it 2nd down and 10 now for Luther Prep from their own 44. Trailing 16-0 late third quarter. And here is a handoff to Moore. He's going to be wrapped up for a loss. Brunel got there and Pfeffer finished him off. So Brunel and Pfeffer team up for a big stop and drop the ball carrier Moore for a loss. Back to the 40. Loss of 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 14 for Luther Prep with 1:39 and counting left in the third. Well, if there was any worry about any rust after Columbus had to sit last week, Nope, they look pretty solid
I'll
here
tell you
again
what,
tonight.
Defensively, they
are
have
stout.
given up negative yardage here in the second half.
And this is Fitzsimmons back to throw on third down.
Ooh,
Launches it. It is tipped and incomplete. Almost intercepted by Eckern out there. But it's fourth down in a punting situation. I mentioned it during the pregame, you know, how good these teams are defensively, both of them. Columbus only allows, through their first 4 games, I don't count last week, it was a forfeit, they allowed 3.25 points per game through the first 4, including 2 shutouts. And they're pitching a shutout here 2.5 quarters and almost 3 quarters into this one.
You might have heard me at the end of that last play. Colton Brunel just laid one on Fitzsimmons just as he let the ball go.
That's a hit you're going to feel tomorrow morning when you get out of bed.
Punt formation.
Yep, you're going to have to punt it here. Peterson to punt. Takes the
Nice snap.
Yep, kick, gets away, and it's going to take a bounce inside the 30 down to the 25. It's going to be downed right there at the Columbus 25 by Luther Prep. That's where the Cardinals will take over. 61 seconds remaining in this third period. And right now, it is Columbus 16 and Luther Prep nothing. It's our high school football game of the week here on Daily Dodge TV. Next week, Columbus at Lodi in a huge Capital Conference showdown. Luther Prep next week goes home and has a big showdown of their own against Lakeside Lutheran. First and 10 Cards from their own 25. Here's Cotter handing it off to Pfeffer. Ahead to the 30 and taken down around the 31. Stanton brought him down with a little help from Winkle. And it's a pickup of about 6 on the play. They mark it at the 31, actually, where it'll be 2nd and 4. Final minute of play, third quarter. Columbus in good shape. They're up 16-0. But again, Tim, you mentioned it earlier. If you're Luther Prep, don't give up hope. We did a game 2 weeks ago where a team rallied from 18-0 down with 8:47 left, one game. Handoff, Pfeffer. Straight ahead to the 40. Out across the 40 to about the 42, maybe the 43. We'll see where they spot it. But Andrew Pfeffer is getting some carries now. It's first down and more. They mark it at the 42.
11-yard gain.
11 yards from the 31 to the 42. In that, there's 10 seconds left in the quarter, and that should probably be the last play of the period. Doesn't look like Columbus is going to snap it again. So we have come to the end of third quarter here at Fireman's Park with our score, Columbus 16, Luther Prep nothing. Stay with us. We'll take a 1-minute break. The fourth quarter comes up right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Pine Hills Trucking is hiring, and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, is taking a different approach. He wants to know what you would like to get paid. If you've been looking for a career where you're appreciated and treated well, where your equipment is top of the line and well cared for, and you're a good worker, this is your chance to build your future. Call Bob today at 920-887-8337 and have a conversation with him. Tell him what you need in your career. That's 920-887-8337.
Welcome to Ram Power Days at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed offering 0% financing plus no payments until December on the most awarded new light-duty pickup truck in America. Stop in at 1724 North Spring Street next to Kohl's and check out our selection or visit us online at reedchrysler.com. Thank you for allowing our family to take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and reedchrysler.com.
Mike and Tim back with you at Columbus Fireman's Park. Fourth quarter getting underway. And as we start the fourth quarter, 16-0 Columbus leads Luther Prep. And a first and 10 for Columbus from their own 42, moving right to left. Cotter looking to throw, stepping up, pressure, gets a throw off, and it's caught at the 44 to the 50, 45-40. Link inside the 30 and down near the 25. Link with a great catch and run after the catch. My goodness, as it looked like Cotter was going to go down, and somehow, I think he was in the grasp of a defender, got the pass off to Link, who takes it all the way to the 26-yard line. of Luther Prep. 32 yards on the play. That's incredible. And Columbus now with a big start to the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 Cardinals from the 26 of Luther Prep. Quick throw. Cotter caught by Link again. Right side 20. Stiff arms one man. Spins and then gets taken down near the 15-yard line. Boy, Link is fun to watch among others tonight.
And he's a sophomore.
And he's just a sophomore, folks.
He's gonna break every record that his dad ever had. Which I doubt very much if he had one, but it sounded good.
Oh, Dad, if you're listening, you have my permission to whack Tim Haldeman alongside the head.
Oh, we've been such good friends for so long. Golly.
That was a gain of 8, by the way. 2nd and 2 now. And Columbus has called a timeout. And this timeout is brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Still time to sneak an email in if you'd like to. sports@dailydodge.com. sports@dailydodge.com. Again, send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for, who you think's going to win tomorrow at Soldier Field, Badgers or Notre Dame, how the Packers are going to do on Sunday night. Whatever you want to send, put Columbus or Luther Prep in the subject line, and we'll be happy to give you a shout-out.
Trying to recruit a young official here a couple of days ago, and he said to me, why would I want to do that? Everybody's going to hate you. Well, I just got done saying that John Link and I have been good friends for a long time. Guess where I ran into him? When he was an athlete at Columbus High School. He was a baseball player, a basketball player. I reffed him, I umpired him, and we've been in touch ever since. And now his family is playing these sports. I've umpired his kids now in the summertime. And, you don't make enemies when you're officiating, people. If you just do it right, you get all kinds of friends.
Low snap dug out by Cotter, and that pass is incomplete. Well, if there's one thing that we've talked off and on tonight about that Columbus needs to work on is the snaps.
Yep.
Because more often than not tonight, they have been very low snaps, and Cotter's done a pretty good job handling most of them. 16-0 Cards, threatening to add to the lead. They've got a 3rd down and 2 from the 17 of Luther Prep. Hand up, Pfeffer, straight ahead. Gets inside the 15. He had a full head of steam there. And he gets the 1st down. He only needed a couple. They mark him at about the 14, so that's a gain of about 3, and it moves the chains. Very calm, or much quieter conditions now than we had at kickoff tonight. 1st and 10. Cardinals have it on the Phoenix 14-yard line. And the quick toss to Link coming left side, trying to turn the corner. He cannot. He's taken down. Nice defensive play by Judd Guzzi, the cornerback. Guzzi on the stop, and a loss on the play of a couple. It's unfortunate Columbus had to forfeit that game last week because, it goes officially as a loss. But this team, boy, they are looking solid right now as they give to Brunel. And Brunel skirts down near the 10-yard line.
Brunel, the ball carrier on the play, brought down by Winkle.
Winkle on the stop.
We're going to call it 3rd down and 8.
Pick up a 3, almost 4 on the play. It's 3rd down and a short 9 or a long 8. Take your pick. With 9.5 to go in the ball game, Columbus up 16-0.
Colton Brunel now 20 carries on the night. Even 150.
On 3rd and 8 for Columbus from the 12. And Cotter's going to throw. It is bobbled and caught to about the 3-yard line. On the catch was Setz. Oliver Setz bobbled it but hauled it in. And believe it, he got enough to get 1st down, so it's going to be 1st and goal for Columbus because he should be down around the 3-yard line or so.
Who caught it?
Sets. Yeah, from this angle, it looks like at about the 3-yard line. So I'm going to say first and goal from the 3 after the nice catch by Sets. Here we go, first and goal, Columbus. Cotter hands it off. Brunell left side through a hole, dives. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Columbus. Colton Brunell with his second touchdown of the game, a 3-yard scamper. And with 9:01 left in the fourth quarter, it is now 22-0 in favor of Columbus. So Brunell with a 35-yard touchdown run earlier and a 3-yard touchdown run right here. Extra point attempt by Hines. Plenty of leg. Kick is up, and it's no good. He missed it. Wide to the left. So extra point no good. It's 22-0 Columbus, and we're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
What if when you turned on your lights, you got some free electricity? Or if when you drove your car, you earned some points toward your oil change? What if your checking account could be used to pay you something? Well, it can. With Landmark Credit Union's free checking accounts, you can choose to get paid interest on your balance or earn rewards points on your purchases. And there are no hidden fees. Open your choice of free checking accounts online today at landmarkcu.com. Landmark Credit Union. Interest paid in the form of dividends insured by NCUA.
Well, with 9:01 remaining in this ballgame, it's now Columbus 22 and Watertown Luther Prep nothing. Colton Brunell with a pair of touchdowns in the game. His latest was just a few seconds ago, a 3-yard touchdown run to go along with a 35-yard scoring run earlier in the game. And right now, the Cardinals in complete control, up 22-0 and pitching a shutout with just 9 minutes left. Here's Hines' kick. And it will be taken back around the 15 to the 20, 25, and getting pushed back after crossing the 25-yard line. On the return was big number 25, Jude Lorenz. We got him a couple of times we've seen him on the carries tonight on the returns. Jude Lorenz. And
a little surprised you haven't come up with a "Hey Jude" type of joke so far yet. But leave it up to me, I guess.
Well, I mean, you are the comic relief on the broadcast.
There you go.
In most
Fair
instances,
enough.
anyways.
Fair enough.
First and 10. Phoenix on their own 29, moving left to right, fourth quarter. And this is Fitzsimmons looking to throw. Here comes pressure. He will escape one would-be tackler. Now goes back the other direction, and he's going to get tackled, sacked on the play by Caden Morschauser, number 74. He had some help from his friends, but a loss on the play of about 5 or 6. They mark it back at the 24. And a timeout has been called. Timeout brought to you by Reed Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Let our family take care of your family. I've got another email here. Watching the prep boys from Martin Luther College. Ryan, Ethan, Josh, and Eli checking in. Hey, guys, thanks so much. Appreciate you checking in and cheering on the Phoenix tonight. And been a tough night for the Phoenix. They trailed 22-0, but credit the Columbus defense because it has been spectacular.
Yes, it has, Mike. They've just gotten better throughout the entire game. And I'll tell you what, Mike, I just got to bring this up and let you know that I had lunch today with an institution.
Hey, one second. I'll hold on that thought.
Yep.
It says a note here from Ben Liverseed. He says the Cards are beasts.
Yeah.
Says the Cards are beasts. All right, back to live action. We'll get back to your thought in a moment here.
Right.
Second and 10. Hand off. This is more off the left side. 20, 30, 40. He's 50 to the 50, 40, 30 down the left sideline, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Luther Prep. A 76-yard touchdown run by Josiah Moore. No flags on the field, and the Phoenix are on the board. Just like that, it's 22-6 in favor of Columbus. And boy, if this isn't shades of Randolph Fall River 2 weeks ago.
Goodness gracious, can it happen again? That's just how it happened last time. Well, last week, 2 weeks ago, I should say, it was a pass that started the eruption. This time, Josiah Moore from, how far did you say?
76 yards.
76 yards.
And an extra point attempt coming up here. Kick is up by Jude Peterson. It is good. 22-7 is our score. Columbus in front with 8:25 left in the ballgame. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we're back after this 1-minute break on Daily Dodge TV.
The local lenders at Horicon Bank are truly bankers who care about you and their community. After all, they live and work right here. For 125 years, Horicon Bank has been invested in the community, helping support a strong local economy. So if you're looking for a loan, checking account, or convenient mobile banking, stop in and meet with your local Horicon banker today. Horicon Bank, the natural choice for local lending. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID number 434805.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Well, the Phoenix fans have something to cheer about here. A 76-yard touchdown run by Josiah Moore just a moment ago. And the Phoenix are on the board with 8:25 left in this ballgame. It is 22-7, so Columbus still in front. But, hey, as we saw 2 weeks ago, Tim Haldeman, anything can happen.
They're not only on the board, they're in the game.
They're in the game, yes,
Period.
they are. Absolutely. Things can change on a dime sometimes. Here's the approach and the kick, end-over-end kick. And this one is going to go into the end zone.
Smart move.
Yeah, smart move by Columbus's Mason Carthew back there to watch it roll into the end zone for the touchback. And speaking of Luther Prep fans cheering, got an email here. It says, thanks for the quality live stream and commentary. Awesome job. Cheering on the Phoenix from West Palm Beach, Florida. Pastor John Boggs checking in. Thank you so much. We appreciate your email. Hope you're having a great Friday evening in West Palm Beach, Florida.
You know, with all of these folks listening from Luther Prep, all they have to do is continually send money our way, and we'll be happy to get them on the air more often.
There you go. There you go. And on first down, this is that Brunel? No, bouncing to the outside was Pfeffer. Beg your pardon. Their numbers are similar. But Pfeffer with a nice run, bouncing out to the left side on first down. And he was very close to first down yards. In fact, he picked up 9 on the play. They mark it at the 29. It'll be a 2nd and 1 for Columbus. 8:09 and counting left in period number 4. Cardinals with the lead, but that big touchdown a moment ago gets the Phoenix on the board and maybe a little momentum. We'll see how the defense responds now. Handoff, Brunel, and he's going to get stuffed right near the line of scrimmage. That looks like no gain or loss. I think they'll mark him right back at the 29. As he got stuffed, he only needed about a yard, and yeah, they looks like no gain or loss. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 7:32 and counting left in the game. This has been a fun one. We're glad you are all tuned in tonight. Those of you that couldn't be here live and in person at Columbus Fireman's Park on a cold, windy, rainy night. You're a lot warmer probably than we are. On 3rd and 1, they motion a man Ecker and handoff And that's a first down for Pfeffer as he gets across the 35 out to about the 37. He got a good head of steam going. Moves the chains. Jeremiah Stanton brought him down, but not before. Columbus picked up a first down out to the 37. Exactly 7 minutes remaining in this one.
It's like Columbus kept Andrew Pfeffer on ice in the first half. He had 1 carry at halftime.
Now he's fresh.
Now he's got 42 yards gained on 8 rushes.
Here's Brunel, right side 40, 45, 50. He's to the 45 and taken down on the far side of the field in Phoenix territory at about the 36 or 37. First and 10.
26-yard gain for Brunel.
26 yards on the run. And it's now first and 10 Columbus at the Luther Prep 37, we'll call it.
Brunel knocking on the 200-yard door here very quickly.
Got her out of the gun, gives it to Pfeffer, straight high school left side, inside the 35, down inside the 30, and he is tackled just shy of the 25. Winkle was on the stop, among others. Moving the chains again. First and 10 Columbus on the 26 of Luther Prep. Boy, Columbus just marching down the field here after that big touchdown for Luther Prep. And that one not doing much up the middle as Brunel was the ball carrier, and he gets stopped for no gain or loss. Second down and 10 Columbus. 5:46 and counting left in this one. And what do we got? Trainers, training running to the other side of the field here. Seen that a couple of times tonight. Email here, go Brady Link from Columbus, from your cousin, Lauder checking in. Your cousin Lauder rooting for you, Brady. And I've got a few more emails to get to here, so those of you that just sent them, I'll check in with you momentarily. And the toss to Link. There's the aforementioned Link. Right side 25 to the 20. Breaks a tackle. And down inside the 20 near the 15-yard line goes Brady Link.
That's actually a pass.
Yeah, that's true. He kind of a shovel pass or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you're right.
It's like about the shortest shovel pass.
Yeah, shortest shovel pass you're going to get.
How many yards did they gain on that one, Mike?
That one, they're on the, let's see here.
I want to say about 15.
Yeah, because they're just shy of the 15-yard line.
Okay.
First and 10. Cardinals on 15 of Luther Prep. Brunel takes the handoff straight ahead, hurdles over one defender, down running. Columbus leading Luther Prep 22-7. And it's now going to be a 3rd and goal for Columbus from the 1. Got her out of the gun on 3rd and goal from the 1. Hands off. And Pfeffer takes the handoff and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Columbus. First of the night for Andrew Pfeffer. And it comes from 1 yard out with 2:15 to go in the game. Columbus now up 28-7.
And that takes the suspense out of this one, Mike Tronson.
Yes, it does.
Andrew Pfeffer has just really ignited the offense. Needless to say, Colton Brunel, the major fireworks, but Andrew Pfeffer now with 11 carries for 56 yards.
Hines' extra point is good, by the way. So it's now 29-7 Columbus. Hang on, hold on that thought. We'll come back after this 1-minute break on Daily Dodge TV.
The Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30, you can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo for $12.99, 10-ounce prime rib for $16.99, and all-you-can-eat deep-fried fan-tailed shrimp for only $14.99. Happy hour drinks at the bar from 5 to 7. Friday is the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30. Plus, don't forget happy hour from 5 to 7. Sunday brunch is back every Sunday from 10 to 1, featuring prime rib. Check for updates and specials on Facebook.
My dentist cares about me.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster. At Columbus Family Dental, we care about you and your entire family. We're here to provide comprehensive, convenient care for you and your loved ones in a comfortable, laid-back environment. Whether you need braces for the kids or cosmetic work for yourself, we're here waiting for you. Call us today at 623-5559 to set up your no-pressure, free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.
We are back. It's now 29-7. Columbus leading Luther Prep with 2:15 to go in the game. We had a little bit of a technical problem there right before that last touchdown. We apologize for that. Here's the kick by Hines, taken back around the 12, 15, 20, and out across the 20 to the 25. On the return goes number 25. We've called his name a couple of times tonight, Jude Lorenz. But right now with 2:08 left, Cardinals in complete control, seemingly in control of this one, 29-7. I wanted to get to some more emails that had come in here. Let's see, we have another email. This says, and another shout out. This says also from Martin Luther College, Zach, who was in the bathroom when Ryan, Ethan, Josh, and Eli sent their email. Oh, that's too good. On 1st and 10. Fitzsimmons going to throw down the near sideline, incomplete. As boy, he's got an arm, as we said. You can't go to the bathroom when they're sending emails. Come on. But Zach, thanks for the shout out. We do appreciate it. Let's see what else we've got here. Hi from Northern California. Dave and Tony Colpine checking in. How about that? Thank you so much for the email. We do appreciate it. Let's see here. Got an email. Oh, this is in response to you, Tim Haldeman.
Uh-oh.
This says, how much to air the rest of their games? We love this. Thank you. we need to get them in touch with station management, don't we?
Money talks.
With Daily Dodge management.
Money talks.
It does, doesn't it? 2nd and 10. Fitzsimmons, pressure coming, throws. It is incomplete off the hands of the intended receiver, Stanton. And it'll stop the clock with $1:57 remaining. And that was from Allie checking in. And I tell you what, maybe we could arrange something here, huh? Daily Dodge TV. You know, I've always said, and Tim, this is just talking about me personally, I can be bribed. I can be bribed. Let's put it that. 3rd and 10.
I know your political preference, too, by the way. Doesn't surprise me.
Oh, my goodness. That was Chewy Medina on the carry. He got a first down. Or no, beg your pardon. Let's see. He was stopped a little shy, about a yard or two. Yeah, they mark it at the 35. He's about a 2 yards shy. And it's 4th and 2 with 1:32 and counting left. And they're going to go for it, obviously, down 29-7. So a 4th and 2 for Luther Prep from their own 35 and 1:22 left. Fitzsimmons under center, split backs behind him.
Whoa.
There's movement, and boy, that's going to get blown dead. I didn't mean bribed politically. I just meant I can be bribed.
Everything's political nowadays.
Oh,
Come
my
on,
goodness.
pal.
Another one here that says, we love you guys. Can you do all of our games? By the way, go number 3. That's from Tony again, checking in. Tony Colpine checking in. And I just love doing any game. Believe me, I don't really care from week to week because we see different teams every week, Tim. We're kind of doing different games every week. We love it. And, you know, I like seeing different athletes and teams and schools. Here's Fitzsimmons to throw now on 4th.
Intercepted.
And it's intercepted. And making the pick. Let's see. It's a 54, but I don't have a 54 on the roster.
Uh-oh,
Let's
the
see
old
what we got.
phantom player.
Let's see. I'm trying to see the name on the back of the jersey for Columbus. You hate that when that happens. Let's see. We've got, it's McCormick, actually. It's Devin McCormick. Okay, that was right because he changed numbers. I had forgotten about that. So Devin McCormick with the pick, 51 seconds left, and that will just about do it for this one. So 1st and 10, Columbus. They can just take a few knees. But, yeah, thanks so much for the nice shout-out, everybody, tonight. Sending us those emails. We really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. And on this 1st and 10 play, there's a knee. Now, Luther Prep has 3 timeouts, but I don't think they're going to be using them at this point. Well, I tell you what, this game was very entertaining, no doubt. I mean, both these teams have some star power. Both these teams, I mentioned at the outset, contenders in the Capital Conference. One more knee should do it, and there it is. As the final 19 seconds will tick away. And Columbus improves to 5-1 on the year. They're now 3-1 in the conference. Luther Prep goes to 4-2 overall, 2-2. Final score tonight as the clock hits double zeros. Columbus 29 and Luther Prep 7. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back for the post-game wrap-up right after this 3-minute break. We'll take a 3-minute break and be back on Daily Dodge TV.
The local lenders at Horicon Bank are truly bankers who care about you and their community. After all, they live and work right here. For 125 years, Horicon Bank has been invested in the community, helping support a strong local economy. So if you're looking for a loan, checking account, or convenient mobile banking, stop in and meet with your local Horicon banker today. Horicon Bank, the natural choice for local lending. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID number 434805.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Wisconsin knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Wisconsin needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
If a new smile is what you're looking for, we have the answer for you. Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental, where we specialize in making people smile. We promise to take the time to get to know you so we can provide you with a custom plan to help you achieve the smile of your dreams. Our experienced team looks forward to hearing from you soon. Call us today at 623-5559.
Come to Columbus Family Dental. The people here are nice, and I trust them.
Welcome to our post-game report here on Daily Dodge TV. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman, Anthony Kinsey with you. Final score tonight on our high school football game of the week broadcast. Columbus takes down Luther Prep. Final score, the Cardinals 29 and the Phoenix 7. As I mentioned a few moments ago before the break, Columbus now improves to 5-1 overall and 3-1 in the always competitive Capital Conference. Meanwhile, Luther Prep falls to 4-2 on the season and a 2-2 conference mark. Both these teams have big showdowns next week as well. We talked about that earlier. Columbus at Lodi next week. Lodi was the lone unbeaten team left in the conference entering tonight's play, and Luther Prep will go back home to Watertown next week to battle Lakeside Lutheran. But fun game, Tim, and we talked about defense at the start, how both teams were playing so well defensively. Well, Columbus continued that trend in this one.
Well, one minor little glitch in the armor, if you will, on the 76-yard scoring run by Josiah Moore, but I'll tell you what, that's nothing disgraceful right there, because that kid's a real fine athlete and a good runner, and Columbus really held him in check tonight. He had 15 carries for 133 yards, including that touchdown. But other than that, no one else had over 10 yards rushing from scrimmage for the Phoenix this evening. So the defense was just superb all night long. And Luther Prep 23 carries on the night from the line of scrimmage for 148 yards total. 5 for 14 through the air for Marcus Fitzsimmons for a total of 26 yards, 174 total yards for the Phoenix, now 4-2 on the season. Columbus, on the other hand, they just took control in the second half. As I mentioned a couple of times throughout the broadcast, Nathan Cotter was just superb under center tonight. And needless to say, I say under center. Well, he's catching snaps because it's in the shotgun all the time. But I had him for 7 for 8. That's highly unofficial for 85 yards. And his favorite target, of course, was Link. He had 4 receptions for 63 yards. So, but the game ball, no doubt, has to go not only to the offensive line, but Colton Brunell, I've got him unofficially for 26 carries for 199 yards. I tried to stretch it to 2. Chances are he probably did, and my math is incorrect. But Andrew Pfeffer with a nice little addition as well for the great majority of his runs in the second half. I got him for 56 yards on 11 carries. So Columbus 45 rushes on the night for 287 yards. That's 372 total yards versus 148, of which 76 came on one scamper by Josiah Moore from the line of scrimmage. So that defense for Columbus was stout, outstanding. I could come up with all kinds of other adjectives, but it would just belabor the point because they were just that good.
Let's run down the final individual scoring from this one, and the scoring summary, I should say. And there was no scoring in the first quarter of this game. Got going early in the second. 1:14 into the second, it was Nathan Cotter getting the Cardinals on the board with a 1-yard touchdown run. Hines tacked on an extra point to make it 7-0 Columbus early second quarter. A few minutes later, with 6:06 left in the half, it was Hines booting a 20-yard field goal with the wind at his back to make it 10-0 Columbus, and it stayed that way through the end of the second quarter. So our halftime score, 10-0 Columbus. Still anybody's ball game at that point. Third quarter, not much happening till late. In the third quarter, with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the period, it was Colton Brunell ripping off a 35-yard touchdown run. The extra point was no good, but all of a sudden now it's 16-0 Columbus. Flip ahead of the fourth quarter, 2 minutes and 59 seconds in. Brunell found the end zone again, this time on a 3-yard scamper. Extra point, no good, but it was 22-0 Columbus. Well, things got maybe a little bit interesting less than a minute later as Josiah Moore of Luther Prep took it to the house from 76 yards away. Extra point was tacked on by Peterson, make it 22-7. And, you know, with 8:25 left, they were right back in the game. But Columbus then would salt it away, ran some clock, and with 2:15 left, Andrew Pfeffer with a 1-yard touchdown run for the Cardinals. Extra point tacked on to make it 29-7, and that's the way we finished. We got to the end of the ball game. Final score 29-7. Columbus a winner over Watertown Luther Prep. And fun game, and these are two teams that we said with some good history and always very competitive. And Columbus, only 6 seniors on the roster. But did that look like a very young team out there to you tonight, Tim? No, it looked like that looked like a veteran team out there, and that's a credit to those kids. But also, what a job Coach Andy Selgrad has done in just his first year at the helm here. Coming into Columbus. Of course, Columbus played some spring ball last year because of the whole situation with the pandemic, and teams last year had a choice. They could play their games in the fall or move it to the alternate spring season. Columbus opted for the alternate spring season, so there wasn't nearly the layoff in between seasons that there normally would be. Normally you'd be wrapping up in probably late October or early to mid-November, and then you don't hit the pads again, put them on until August. Well, for Columbus, they played in the spring. And even though some of these guys weren't in the same roles, wondering if that maybe was a little bit of an advantage for them, especially some of these younger players, and because there wasn't a lot of downtime between last year and this year for Columbus.
That's just an interesting thought, Mike. It never came to me before, but you never know. Who knows,
So just something that then I was thinking about as we're kind of winding down here at the end of this game. But Coach Selgrad, my neighbor, Coach Andy Selgrad, I tell you what, he and his staff doing a fine job. And this team is, they're solid on both sides of the ball. And, wow, what a great display tonight as they improve to 5-1 officially on the year. Wow, I tell you what, that game at Lodi next week, that should be a heck of a matchup as Columbus will go on the road to Lodi to take on Blue Devils. You and I have broadcast several games between those two schools over the years, Tim, and that's going to be a very entertaining matchup next Friday night.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, as much as I enjoy working with you next Friday night, Mike, I'll have to take the night off, and I'll go to Lodi.
You are, huh? Boy, that should improve the ratings drastically.
Sorry to break the bad news to you, but our relationship's over.
Well, how can it be over when it never started? That's I guess the thing I'm wondering. By the way, I wanted to mention.
How many years has it been? 24?
This is my 25th year. You and I have been together 25 years.
25 years. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you were my mentor. You taught me this. You taught me everything I don't know.
Yeah.
So, really, it's been a lot of fun. You know that.
This was fun tonight.
I certainly.
This is like a homecoming tonight.
It is. I mean,
it's been a long time since
you and I have spent a lot of time over the years in Columbus, whether it's football,
and
basketball.
I spent a lot of time here in Columbus before you came.
Oh, I know that.
Absolutely. A ton of time. Back in the early to mid 90s. I think I started doing these games about 93 for Columbus here, if I'm not mistaken, and. Oh, heaven's sakes, state title, 96. Oh, those were great times.
But, by the way, wanted to mention a couple things here before we wrap up. Ben Liversey checked back in a little while ago on YouTube and thanked us for the nice broadcast and said appreciated that and over and out. So wanted to mention that. Also, I got a text here from our good friend and colleague Wade Bates. Beaver Dam football team tonight gets a win on the road. Went to Oregon, and they get the win, 26-21. So good for Beaver Dam. Wade Bates and Tim Ladrin called that game earlier tonight on the other Daily Dodge TV video stream. But here it was 29-7 in favor of Columbus, and that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Reminder that next Friday night, Tim, you and I will head south again to Marshall, the great metropolis of Marshall, Wisconsin, where the Marshall Cardinals will play host to Cambridge. Our first look at Matt Kleinhein's squad this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. We hope you'll join us on Daily Dodge TV with pregame at 6:40, kickoff at 7 o'clock next Friday night. Join us for Cambridge and Marshall, Eastern Suburban Conference football. And we also want to thank our sponsors that made this broadcast possible. Wait a minute, we got something else here, Anthony? What do we got here? Pardon me? Okay, well, it says here, the Columbus, or the game next week, I should say, will be on YouTube Live, not Facebook Live. Okay, there we go. Thank you. I should have put a microphone in your face, Anthony, and had you. We'd have been done a lot sooner. Anyways, let's thank our presenting video sponsor tonight, Columbus Family Dental. We also want to thank Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Pine Hills Trucking, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance Agent, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Landmark Credit Union, the Manufacturers Business Alliance, Ergo Bank supporting local athletes, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, and Horicon Bank. Once again, your final tonight, Columbus 29, Watertown Luther Prep 7. Guys, a lot of fun. Anthony, thanks for all you do. We appreciate it. And Tim Haldeman, always a pleasure to have you by my side.
The pleasure was mine. Thank you, Mike.
All right, for Anthony and for Tim, Mike Tronson saying so long from Fireman's Park in Columbus. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great, great weekend. This has been a